Whoa, Pachapa.
Salute to you,
Hey,
good friend.
everybody. Welcome to the show.
Tara DeLu,
Terrandaloo to you.
the Bob.
Oh,
I guess you'd be the
man.
pants, but
Oh, yeah, the pants and the Grimpen.
yeah,
That's good.
totally.
It's
Tara
Grimpen.
DeLu.
It's the show with pants
Mr.
and Grimpen.
Mr. Grimpen show, yeah. It's great. Like that's one like with COVID, so many comics and stuff have gotten into streaming, but not a single one of the Mr. Show people have.
Into streaming. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like a lot of alt comics have now, but I would watch some of those ones. They would be pretty funny.
It's weird. I was reading about a podcast
Yeah.
that's coming. I can't remember who is like. It's hosted by somebody, but I didn't know. I didn't know who they were, but they're related. They're somehow have some connection to David Cross, and the podcast is just about David Cross. It's like a documentary about David Cross in podcast form.
That's it. And is he on it?
I don't know if he is, but like everyone else that you'd expect is like.
So it's like one of those like mini series podcasts then, like where they're.
I guess, yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Like it could be great.
Yeah.
David Cross has always been weird. Like I feel like he's a jerk, probably.
Yeah.
He comes across as a giant ass.
Yeah, I would think.
But
probably.
yeah.
Same with Bob, even to a degree.
I think so. I think Bob is probably more just like he knows he's smarter than you.
So he's maybe
just a bit of a prick that way.
Yeah, he just doesn't. I feel like.
But then
he just doesn't like people. Neither of them like people.
Especially in Bob's case, he can't be that bad because people really want to work with him.
Oh yeah.
So he must be pretty dang professional.
I'm sure on a professional level.
Yeah.
They're
He's
fine.
got to be the best. It's true.
I think David Cross probably is too.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
like
I bet
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah, people were mad at him for that.
Why?
Yeah, it's like
for like
cares?
selling out.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
You can do both.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. No, is it Scorsese who always said he'll make one for you and one for himself?
I don't know. But that's
it's the way it should work.
Totally. It's just, you can just.
It's nonsense to get mad at an actor for anything.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
What's it gonna accomplish? Or like speaking of getting mad at people, did you see all the people that are sending death threats to CD Projekt Red now?
Oh, because it was delayed.
Because it was delayed.
21 days or something.
So getting mad at them will definitely help.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh man.
And
what
what like? Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Who knows? No, exactly. You unless you like work at the place, then I guess you're allowed to complain.
Yeah.
And maybe even send death threats. It's okay then, but
yeah, it's always weird to me when they just delay it like less than a month.
Totally. And well, did you see that the employees didn't even know about the delay until it was announced on Twitter?
No, that's not good. That can't be good.
No, that's very bad.
Oh boy.
Yeah, things sound really bad there lately.
Oh,
but hey, yeah,
I'm gonna get some fun articles after this is all over.
I'm sure. But then Jason Schreier also says he gets death threats because their fans are so passionate too.
Right.
So,
because he's the one that delays all the games.
Yeah, he's the reason. Yeah. So he's pushing forward his agenda.
As a journalist.
Which is reading the newspaper? I don't even know.
Sweet scoops about delays by delaying them himself.
Exactly.
See, it all adds up.
Did you know that Jason Schreier caused COVID?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why all these delays have happened.
Of course. Just to make things more delayed.
He's actually a supervillain. That's just all for delays.
Wow.
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah. Evil guy.
Wow. McKinley has given us some emotes of you and Ben Monster, like, I'm going to say eating a snake Lady in the Tramp style.
Oh, cool. Eating a snake lady in the
Yeah, both
okay.
eating a
Okay.
snake.
I heard eating a snake lady.
Oh no.
Tramp style. Eating a snake. Okay. Who's eating the head?
Like those tramps always do. They do eat snake ladies all the time.
Do I
I
get to
can't quite tell. Maybe it's a worm. Oh no, it's a tongue. It's too. I don't think it has a head.
oh, what?
It's too. I don't know where the tongue comes from, but it's just
Oh
worm.
man.
Yeah, you're sharing a tongue.
Totally.
That's cool. How's it going, Kinley?
Having fun with your emotes, I see.
Emotes are fun.
I don't know if I agree with that. I like to use my words.
Mm.
Mhm. Makes me feel powerful.
Oh, like you're
Yeah.
like you're Bob Odenkirk.
Exactly.
Smarter than everybody.
I can describe my emotes. I've already learned from bracketeering. I'm great at describing emotes.
Yeah, that's. There's one thing bracketeering's taught us.
Yeah, it's the way of the future.
Yeah.
Because, like, if a blind person, like, blind people need people to describe the sunset to them, they probably also need people to describe emotes to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to come over to a blind person's house and read them all their texts.
You'd be great at that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're saying. McKinley wants to watch a Serbian film for Halloween, but it's mentally scarring, he says.
I mean, go nuts,
Yeah.
but don't ever tell me about it. I don't care to know.
No, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, it won't
That's
be
a
good.
little too. That's beyond Halloween. That's just
Totally.
like beyond, yeah. Halloween's.
General sadism.
Yeah, exactly.
If
How would
if
you
if,
describe a color
if
to a blind person? I don't think you can really.
that would be so difficult.
Yeah.
Because it's well, like it's the question is it a blind person from birth or did they become blind? If
Well,
they're
then,
blind from birth, there's no hope. Yeah,
yeah. I think it has. Yeah.
yeah, I can't even imagine. Well, then you hear of people who get like cornea transplants and that like cures their blindness and they just can't handle it.
Mm.
Like the world is way too vibrant and overwhelming for them, and they just always have migraines and like
It's
it's a
just too
crazy
much
thing.
for their brain. Yeah, their brain
Yeah,
can't adapt.
it's nuts. Like I wouldn't want to go blind, but then if I went blind, would I want to see again? Who knows?
These are the questions
Yeah. I'd like to see
to
a
ponder.
website that's just a blog of the inside of blind people's houses. I wonder what their interior designs are like.
That'd be great. I
Yeah.
wonder. I wonder if they, if, yeah, if they bother or not.
Yeah. Like, do you do it just for your guests for when you have people over? They don't feel like they're in like a hospital.
Yeah, I don't know. Or yeah, I don't. Yeah,
And then if you do hang pictures, why? Like, would you hang them really in like crazy spots or? I don't
that'd
know.
be a good blog. Somebody start that.
A really good blog. Can you get cornea transplants to improve your vision? I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, if you're rich enough, I think you can get anything.
Yeah,
But I don't think you have that kind of money, McKinley. You're buying fancy alcohol. You're not buying black market organs yet. That's a different level of wealth.
Hey,
But I hope
Lacko's here.
what's up? He summoned a Pikachu into our chat.
You see, there was a Nintendo Direct this morning.
No, what?
Yeah, it was like our mini one,
Huh.
and apparently it's the last one of the year.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say ever.
No, but Control's coming to Switch.
Man, that game barely ran on the PS4.
That was the big news, but it's I guess being streamed,
Oh, that's interesting.
which I guess has been done in Japan. Like Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed Odyssey streamed to Switches in Japan.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's available. You can now play Control on your Switch via the clouds.
On a forum, I saw a post about modding the Switch, and I guess if you mod your Switch, it's an amazing streaming box already. Like you can do Steam through it.
Oh,
if
crazy.
you mod it, and like it run, you can run anything your computer runs, and it looks fantastic.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's out now.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Interesting.
Um,
Weird. I don't think I'd want to play Control on my Switch.
no, yeah,
Like that is a game that's kind of about its look and being on a big TV and having like bombastic sound.
yeah, yeah, and like, yeah, I don't know if I am that into streaming anyway.
Yeah. No,
But
especially because streaming out when you're streaming a game in is going to be annoying. Like it's going to be a big hit on bandwidth.
yeah, exactly. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and they announced the Hyrule Warriors uh sequel, Age of Calamity, has a demo out.
Huh.
Bravely
When is the
Default got delayed.
sure,
Uh,
whatever.
Hitman's also coming to Switch via the cloud.
And 3?
Part-time, yep. Part-time
What?
UFOs coming to Switch. And the only thing I really cared about, the only thing I watched was a new trailer for No More Heroes 3.
Oh,
It looked cool.
sure. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
So it was not really much of a
No, it was a mini. It was a direct. They called
yeah,
it a direct mini. Yeah.
right, right. That's neat.
Yeah. Not.
I mean, there was another bit of newsworthy stuff that happened since we streamed last with the Sekiro Game of the Year update.
Oh yeah.
It's got like a full-on boss rush mode and like all kinds of cool ass skins for your guy. It's
That's
got me.
cool.
It's got me wanting to jump back into that.
Oh, you know what I started is that Star Wars game.
Oh,
Fallen Order.
the Fallen Order, not
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Speaking of Sekiro-esque
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
pretty
game
good.
starts strong.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it.
Totally. I mean, I can't remember anything specific about it other than that it just feels fancy.
Lacko. Forgot we started an hour earlier today because last weekend they put their clocks back.
We need to just freaking abolish that.
I know, just worldwide abolish.
Worldwide,
moving our
like
clocks around.
farmers can adjust on their own.
Yeah, they've figured it out by now in the internet age.
Yeah, exactly.
They changed summertime to normal time last week, so the clock was put 1 hour back from 3 to 2. Oh, we're at
Weird.
Yeah, do we have that soon, McKinley says?
That's the crazy thing. This weekend, it's full moon, Halloween time change.
Oh,
all
right.
at the same day.
Right.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's got to be a rarity.
Yeah.
Right. And the craziest thing is Mercury is just ending being in retrograde.
Right.
It's been for the past month, but it'll be over before Halloween. Otherwise, that would be like a prime time to do some witchery.
Yeah, there's some celestial stuff going on.
Cast a love spell or something.
Definitely cast some good spells, yeah.
Yeah.
But I post on Twitter saying 20, so everyone who come by is too late.
But we'll be just done talking by that point is the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You've actually kind of set them up for success. Because they'd show up and they'd be like, who is this idiot just talking to a voice? They wouldn't have all the knowledge of the backstory that you do.
Right. You need the backstory. Every episode of Grimpen Game is just a whole tale. Epic story.
Previously on. You missed all the coolest bits.
And there's a little more news, I guess. The PS Plus games were announced. It's
they're good ones.
Yeah, that new Middle Earth game. That might be worth trying.
Oh, I've always wanted to play. I think McKinley has played through and he said it's really good.
Shadow of War.
Yeah, and Hollow Knight. That's great.
That's cool. And
then like I'll just add Bug Snacks to my account so I have it when one day I get a PS5.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also there's been footage out there of the Astrobot game for PS5 and it looks great.
Yeah, people seem to really like it. It looks fine.
It's like Polygon had a story how it's the best pack-in since Wii Sports, but I mean, I can't name another pack-in since Wii Sports.
It looks really good for a pack-in. Yeah, it looks like a super fun.
Well, the cool thing is every level.
I love pack-ins.
Every level in Astrobot is paying homage to a different generation of PlayStation.
That is really cool.
The first world is PlayStation 3, and you find all these accessories for it, and it's just like throwbacks to games.
You're like inside, aren't you inside the PlayStation 5 itself?
I think so, yeah. It's cool.
It's really, and I love pack-ins. Like
Totally.
they should, yeah,
Like,
it
because
should be
there's
a
not
standard.
really any game I would want at launch of the PS5.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's true. Yeah,
like
and
Bug
like,
Snacks, I guess, and now that's free too.
yeah. Well, and Spider-Man, that's the only one.
Oh yeah, that's true. But like none of it matters because I couldn't even get one if I wanted one. So
Yeah,
yeah, like the current market for game systems is so stupid.
yeah,
Like the fact that Switch is dried up again this year and it's 3 years old, like it's just weird.
yeah. It is crazy.
Although now I noticed at Walmart they have like a million copies of Ring Fit Adventure.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, so like
I know. I still kind of want it.
it's the coolest looking fitness game I've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started Star Wars. You finished Horizon.
Horizon.
Did you 100% it?
No,
Yeah.
I still
Or
have
still?
3 more Hunter trials to do.
Oh yeah.
And then I think I'm gonna start Frozen Wilds because like it's like I just started the game again, kind of.
Yeah. And you
I
kind
have
of
all
want to
that
explore
energy.
the world a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That's one of the
It
coolest
seems
parts
pretty
of it.
great. The one thing I really don't like about it is how loud it makes my PlayStation.
Oh yeah, that's
It
crazy.
makes my PlayStation so loud.
That's annoying. Didn't
Yeah,
for
which
me.
always makes me worry that it's gonna overheat or something.
Hmm.
But I don't know. But
Yeah.
that game's a lot of fun. It's we I don't remember how to fight things is the problem. Like, because
Yeah.
just shooting things with your bow and arrow doesn't do a lot of damage. And then it turns out I have 9 different kinds of arrows, and
Yeah. I mostly, honestly, just peppered things with fire arrows,
just lit them on fire, and then
and you
and
can
then they
just shoot them
die.
so fast and go.
Huh? Interesting.
They just start taking so much damage, and also when they're on fire, they'll like, if you shoot maybe 3 or 4 fire arrows into them, they'll like freak out and try to put the fire out. So
Yeah.
it just gives you more time to just pepper them more with
Oh,
fire arrows.
interesting. Okay. And then I try and shoot at the bits that glow. I'm assuming usually.
Yeah, exactly. If you press your focus button to bring up your scanner,
Oh, I can scan them.
it'll all the parts that you can hit glow, and if you go into your notebook, you'll have like a entry for each of them. It says what destroying each of the
arrows to
parts
use?
does.
Uh,
Like if you destroy this
oh,
part,
right. You
it'll
can like blind them and
explode.
you right.
And if you destroy this part, it'll like you can't it can't do this move.
That's tough.
Um,
It's really difficult to get some of these later game enemies that they're throwing me up against right off the bat.
yeah, honestly though, like for those guys, I would seriously just like I would usually just try to find like a good corner I could get to where they couldn't really hit me, and pepper them with fire arrows. And then you also have a move. I don't know if you've noticed that it's like where you can like zoom in and it slows down time.
Yeah, is that useful?
Well, yeah, it's really useful for targeting a specific part of a
Okay.
robot. So then I just find one part basically. And
Yeah.
there's a bow that has like so I think it's called the sharpshooter bow.
Right.
It's usually on the right hand side. Or wait, no, never mind.
Yeah,
You can set it to
I only have bows and my rope gun equipped. So it's like
Yeah, I did use the traps. The like where you like put one on one end, one on the other end, but
oh, I don't even own that one.
Barely. Yeah, I honestly by the end I was just using fire arrows and sharpshooting things.
Makes sense. It would be nice if I had to unlock all the skills again, because like I don't even know what the skills are. Is the problem?
The skills weren't great. I found the skill tree to be pretty lame.
Other than the slowing down time thing.
Yeah, and there's like the ones you unlock that are like attacking people from above and below with like stealth attack space, stealth
it's
stuff.
kind of just the Far Cry skill tree, then, isn't it?
Yeah, but I found it even less. Like it was like the first bunch were okay, and then there was like nothing interesting.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of weird.
Game.
It's weird, and then the ending of the story was like a real kind of middle finger to you right afterwards.
when that villain just
when
comes back
Hades, yeah.
for no
Oh, first
reason.
time like I was the bad guy, but no, I'm actually on your side. But actually, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
weird.
The only way they could possibly kind of go somewhere interesting with that is if they like, because the character, like, yeah, he flies into this like lantern that is held by this guy that's like your partner, but also
He's
kind of
yeah,
your
he's not
enemy.
even. He's yeah, kind of a rival, but he never does anything to you
No,
or
but he doesn't do anything to you. But he's the one that started all this in the first place.
yeah,
He
totally.
like
But he did.
unleashed the villain into the world.
But he probably didn't like. It's kind of implied he didn't know exactly what was going on. Then he was just on a quest for knowledge. Like he's just
Yeah,
a mad scientist, essentially.
totally. Yeah, exactly.
But,
But so
yeah.
they could do something where like he manages to just keep a leash on the villain,
Right.
and like
Totally. Yeah.
I could
Becomes
see
all
them like
powerful
saving
himself
you.
somehow,
They could
or yeah, we save him.
come in
Yeah.
with like their own army or something and save you or
Sure.
something. And because he managed to like keep enough of a leash on the villain to make him useful.
Yeah.
I could see something like that happening. I don't know.
I mean, or maybe he's gonna harness the power of Hades for good, and then we're gonna have to fight something else that's bigger and more evil than ever. Like he could be off in the middle of nowhere. We have to seek him out for help in the next game with whatever it is that we're dealing with.
Yeah, exactly. That
Like
from
he
what I've read
actually
of
just
the DLC, that gives an idea, I guess, of what the next
oh,
game
okay,
will kind
interesting.
of be.
It's really weird with the DLC. You have to like accept a mission to go do it, but once you beat the game, it takes you back further in the game than the mission appearing. So I
Oh,
have to
that's
continue
weird.
advancing the story again
Right.
until the mission shows up.
Yeah, that's so bizarre.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it's interesting because you left the game at such an integral part in the story.
I can't figure out why I left. I
Because like
really can't. 'Cause,
there's maybe only 2 or 3 missions before that, and where you learn like really substantial stuff,
like the
and then
interesting stuff.
yeah, and then you learn like the rest of it after that spot. So like you knowing those main spots, things that you learn right before it,
Yeah,
would be helpful.
yeah. I really I can't understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it was not that difficult, so it's not like I hit a wall where it was too hard to do. And in fact, I was so overpowered at the end that if I was like fully like into the game, it would have been super easy. I think.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Like I was one level off of maxing everything out, and
Yeah. And it sounds like you actually probably did all of the like there's that part that says you can't go any further, and it sounds like
I did everything except the Hunter trials, which don't
which
get you.
you could do at any time anyway. Yeah, like even after those
It's
missions.
weird, and
So weird.
I have this armor that basically doubles my health. Like they have to fully take off my shield, and then they start chipping away at my health now.
Right.
And like so, like I can't be killed even if I'm like in direct fire.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know why I would have stopped playing. It's just insane.
Yeah. Maybe you just really didn't want to do those hunter trials.
I don't like them, but they're
They are
not that
pretty
hard.
lame.
Like
But
I've
yeah.
done I've done 12 of the 15 in like an hour and a half today.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. No, yeah, exactly. They're just lame, and a few of them are a pain in the ass.
right. Yeah, there was one where I had to shoot down birds and grapple them to the ground and do silent strikes on them, and that wasn't fun. But
Oh yeah, I got
I
good
mean,
at
that's
that
just because
because of
fighting
that
birds,
mission.
they're so overwhelming.
Yeah, I got good at it by the end, but then yeah,
Huh.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah, but
crazy.
then there's multiple kinds of birds, isn't there?
There's just 2, I think. Yeah, there's like
There's
a
the ice
giant.
ones and the thunder ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's like the small ones, and then there's like the giant storm birds.
Oh, okay, right. And even the small ones are pretty big.
Yeah, yeah, they're still giant, big ass robots.
Yeah. Well, it's a really cool game.
Yeah, it's a cool world for sure. Yeah.
Totally.
I mean,
Totally.
Shadow of War is already 3 years old.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe that Fallen Order only came out, like it's not even a year old yet.
really. Oh,
Yeah, I know. I looked it
is it
up.
2020 game or 2019? End of
2019.
Right.
Still, it came out last year, but it was like
Yeah.
November, I don't know, 15th or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
I know. It feels like that game. Like it feels like this year just felt so long.
Well, it feels like I got that game really late after it came out
Yeah,
somehow, and I already beat it. And you, like, I let you my copy, and you've had it forever. And
I
like,
know. I know.
I don't see how it hasn't even been a year.
It's crazy. It's just been the longest year
It's the longest year,
in the
and it's the
world.
most forgettable year as well. Like once this is all over, people are just gonna forget everything that happened during it.
Well, the specifics, but
The specifics, yeah.
yeah.
I'm just gonna remember a long bland
And
period.
the people that, yeah, as long as you don't have anything happen to you, yeah.
Yeah, the thing, yeah, as
Like
long as
lots,
I
yeah.
continue to be unaffected,
Yeah, exactly.
it'll just be the boring period of my life.
I think for a lot of people, it
Totally.
will be just because, yeah. This is the event when the Avengers game was brand new. It caused people's PS4s to shut down due to the fan not being good enough to cool the console.
My one, the PS4 I had before I got a Pro, just kept overheating too. I don't know what the deal was with that.
That's
It's
crazy.
not cool.
I still kind of want to play that game.
I want it to be like $20.
Yeah,
Yeah. If
that'd
it
be
was
great.
$20, I'd absolutely buy it because it'd be fun to play through that together.
Yeah, that's true too. We want to do
Yeah.
the whole thing co-op.
Like I'd probably go up to 40 even,
Yeah, me too.
but
We
I
should keep
don't
an eye on
think
that.
beyond that. Yeah. And it hasn't gone on sale once yet. So it's,
Yeah, it will. Oh, yeah. I wonder.
I mean, it's losing them it lost them a lot of money. They're
It'll
gonna have to
do
do
like a
something
Black
to
Friday thing or something.
probably. It'll go down to like 35.
Yeah. Again, it's just Birds and Far Cry Primal suck because you don't have any full auto weapons to easily take them down. That's that's like Horizon too.
Totally.
They just
Yeah, they're
you have to
they're and they're
peg them.
fast in Horizon, and they shoot you in Horizon,
Yeah, yeah. And
and you're
sometimes
being
they just
trampled by bulls at the same
yeah,
time.
I know.
Or yeah,
That's one of the things that drove me nuts in that game. And like you just be fighting one dinosaur, and you just wander
yeah,
into another one.
it's true. I like in getting to the end of the game, I didn't really engage with any enemies. They would chase me a
That's
lot,
all I
but I
did too
could,
by the end too.
yeah, I could just
Yeah,
run away fast enough.
yeah.
But then another weird thing at the end was I couldn't fast travel on the mission I was on, and I was on the opposite side of the map from where I needed to be.
Yeah, that's funny. I that's weird. You told me that, and
I
I
don't know
can't
how I.
remember if that happened to me or not. I do remember on a couple of those final ones, I did just like go across the map just for fun.
Right.
But I fast travel on some of them too. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. I never noticed that.
It's freaking weird. It's freaking weird.
In the PS4 Classic only have 500 gigs of storage, says McKinley.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
remember
did.
that.
I
You
like
had that.
my Pro has 1 terabyte, and then I have a 10 terabyte drive plugged into it.
Yeah.
So I have all of my
Crazy.
games downloaded on it. But then that hard drive has crashed on me once, so I don't even really trust it.
That is scary.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's I like that. Maybe Nintendo has the right idea making control streaming on their system if I don't have to actively fill storage to play that game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then what happens when your internet gets bad?
Yeah, exactly. And you can't play your game. It's just sort of fuck you.
Yeah. And does I don't know, does the quality go down before the game stops?
Yeah, I don't know. Did when you played Carry On, did you download that or was that streaming?
I downloaded it. Yeah.
Damn. You should find a streaming game on there and see what it's like.
I don't know how that works either, yeah.
I think the older games are all streaming on there. The Xbox 360 ones. Yeah. I wonder how it would feel. Because I don't think, yeah.
Those would probably work better because they're older.
Totally. Like that was the thing when I was considering signing up for PS Now is the PS4 games on it and the PS2 games on it you could download to play, but the PS3 games you had to stream. And the games I wanted to play the most on stream would be PS3 games.
Right. Yeah, that defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
I think Alex signed up for something like that because he's playing. I think he's playing Bloodborne right now.
Oh, he's playing Bloodborne on his PC by streaming it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's PS Now. Is he liking it?
I haven't talked to him about it actually.
Like I wonder I just streaming games sounds so crazy to me. Like how can there not be the delay input and everything?
Yeah, I know. And McKinley says, so if your Wi-Fi goes down, do you just lose all your progress?
I wonder. Yeah, that's crazy.
Netflix has a game on it now called Minecraft Story Mode.
Yeah, that's got Patton Oswalt and Brian Posehn in it.
What is it?
It's like Bandersnatch or
Oh, it's just a movie that you can select.
you choose.
Oh,
It's a
weird.
choose your own adventure. Yeah.
Huh. Is it like that's weird? Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
There was
Totally.
some game. There was something that was going viral. Um, that was like I don't know, people have been saying it's an awesome game. It's not really. It's pretty weird. It's like a listing for a house.
Oh
It's,
yeah, and you take the 3D tour of it, and it's the
yeah,
old
and you
yeah.
try to
It
find
was
the bathtub.
yeah.
It's very
I
weird.
haven't done it, but like yeah, I've seen it.
I
It's
did it.
crazy.
It's weird.
It's a crazy house.
It is. It's an awesome house. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
People seem to be really freaked out by it, but it's not
Weren't
that.
they selling bootleg DVDs out of it? Aren't there like rooms full of old like bootleg DVDs and shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Like it's like a warehouse, and there's
Right.
parts of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like the mission is to find the bathtub, and it is a really weird bathtub that's just in the middle of like one of the, or like not in the middle, but in like there's one
It's
of the warehouses, and then there's a small room off to the side, and there's a bathtub like in one of the walls.
people say it's set up like a murder house where if you're in it, it's
Mm,
supposed to seem difficult to get out.
that's definitely true. Yeah.
That's really fucked up to think about because why else would you design a house that way?
Yeah, that's true. It is very strangely designed, and it doesn't. It looks like a normal house from the outside.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah,
That's really crazy. It would be fun to buy one of those houses that comes with all that stuff in it, but
totally. And then like that would make it so much easier to just redesign it to have secret rooms and stuff,
oh yeah,
and have secret passages.
yeah,
That'd be awesome
it's true.
for non-murder stuff.
I have like a relative in law that has a secret passage in their house.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
I'm so jealous. Like
And
that, it's
what's in the passage?
their security room.
Oh, it's a say
It's like a panic room.
panic
Almost.
room, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not bad.
There's something about having security cameras on your property that means I would never be relaxed again.
Yeah, it's true. That is really weird.
Yeah,
But
like I'd always be aware of people walking on my property then, and like,
the main thing I want though, and the security room might have this, is just like some entertainment stuff.
oh, totally. I
Have a
bet it
place I
does.
can.
Yeah, like
But
a
yeah,
ping
the
pong
security
table.
room that's pretty creepy. Actually, I wouldn't want to hang out in there, even if it had
No,
some games and stuff.
yeah, absolutely not. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but then like having a secret passage in my house is a lifelong dream.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah, even if it was just a passage that just led from one room to another,
yeah,
I'd take that.
totally.
Ideally, though, it leads to a secret room with awesome stuff in it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'd want to have. I'd also want to have a secret attic, like that I could pull downstairs for, but you wouldn't know they were there.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
Yeah,
I mostly would want them like for places that like no one, so that like if somebody wanted to find me for some reason, like
oh
to
yeah.
do something, I could be like, oh, they're not gonna find me. I'm just gonna be playing games in my secret room.
Yeah, I'm not home. Go
Exactly.
away.
Yeah.
They could even go into your house and they wouldn't find you in your house.
Exactly.
Like that's the tricky thing about a secret room is in order for it to really be a secret room, you can't even tell the people you'd want to share it with the most.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because then you'll never be able to avoid them there.
that's the thing.
Yeah, it's a real difficult
I don't know.
situation.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. Maybe you enjoy the secret room for a while,
and then share it.
and then share it, and then
But build a new secret room somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And it's just the not so secret room. That's not a bad strategy.
McKinley's screaming. He wants to know who it is.
No, it's not the dentist guy. The dentist guy you are related to as well, McKinley, so you know.
He says it's a Telltale game. You mean the Netflix thing?
Yeah,
does Telltale still exist?
No, but that game got put up there. It's the one with Brian Posehn and Patton Oswalt. Yeah, it's supposed to be good too, from what I understand.
But it's like weird. So it's just that game. It's just a Telltale game.
Do you play it as a Telltale game? I think it is just a choose your own adventure thing still on Netflix.
Yeah, but so what is it? Is it just like I don't know. I never played the Telltale game.
Me neither.
But I wonder if like the Walking. I played The Walking Dead, which was a Telltale game.
Yeah.
And you could, in theory, just like strip out all the parts where you move. You control any sort of movement.
Totally, and just talk to
give me the choices.
I bet that's what it is.
That's crazy. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
They could do that with all the Telltale games.
Totally. Some of them I would almost rather play that way.
Yeah.
Like I'd like to see all of the Fables games. They're supposed to be really cool.
Yeah, the Batman ones always seem pretty good.
The weird Game of Thrones ones.
Oh yeah.
There was some weird. There was Jurassic Park. They did Bone.
Back to the Future. Oh right, Bone. That's weird.
Back to the Future was in there.
That's why they went out of business.
Yeah, Strong Bad.
Too many games.
Oh man. Yeah,
they just took every single property. Like, were people coming to them with properties, or were they just
I think they were seeking them out, but I don't know.
Every single possible property.
Before they went under, they were starting on an X-Files one, and that would have been the one that I was the most interested in of all. It's really disappointing they had to cut it short.
Yeah. Crazy.
Totally is.
Well,
wow.
Yeah, we could start playing games, I guess. I don't know how long the winner is going to last me here.
Oh yeah, probably not as long as the loser.
Yeah, exactly. But
have you downloaded the loser already? Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, but we're out of things to talk about.
Stuff. Yeah, we'll probably come up with more as we're doing history.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I do need to take a break because I barely was ready in time.
Perfect.
I was too busy doing the shack shimmy.
Oh man, you should have been shimmying the whole time we've been doing this too.
Oh, I know, right?
I bet that would be good exercise if you did it for like half an hour straight.
It's all in the shoulders, I think.
Is it in the shoulders or is it in like the lower back and the butt? Like you can, if you shake your butt hard enough, eventually you move your shoulders.
A little bit of a kissy face.
Yeah, it's true.
And then that's it. That's the shack shimmy.
That's the shack shimmy. Man, I got to get me some cat food.
Man, if only you were here in person, we could see you do the shack shimmy.
Do the shack shimmy. It's true.
Yeah.
Just imagine. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
All that shimmying.
I would probably tie some bells to
That would be great if that was his ultimate move in this game.
Oh, man, it might be. We don't know.
We don't know. We're about to find out. After this break.
Go!
Stay tuned.
Break.
This week in gaming history. Shit. Hey!
Wahoo!
Gaming history.
It's gaming history. Get old.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Shimmy shake, shimmy, shimmy shake, shimmy shack.
Yeah. It was Shaq Fu.
When my first memory of Shaq dancing is more so him coming out during that one NBA All-Star game. Do you remember those dancers that danced with like the Phantom of the Opera masks on?
No, that sounds.
Oh, there's one All-Star game where he comes out as one of them doing a really stupid dance. I don't think he takes himself too seriously.
That was probably before the Shaq shimmy.
I think it was definitely before the Shaq shimmy, yeah. Alex is really happy for Shaq and Shaw.
For Shaw and Shaq. They're great guys.
That's the new Fast and the Furious cop adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq and Shaw.
Well, this was, when did this game come out? Here.
Like 93?
October 28th, 1994. Came on the Genesis and the SNES. So this was sort of early days of Shaq. Like this had his.
It should have been around when he put out his rap album or his first.
This was the thing. This was this I believe started as a rap album. Shaq Fu
started as a rap album.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand.
There was going to be a rap album called Shaq Fu.
Right.
He did also release an album called Shaq Fu The Return.
Oh, cool.
To promote the game's launch. But that was his second rap album. So I think he was probably going to make Shaq Fu a rap album first, and then I don't know what happened. Who went to who and said we should make it a game.
And he was like, yeah, it's hard to rap, so sure.
It just made sense. And Mortal Kombat was huge at the time.
There's no actual rap in this game.
No, there's no rapping. No.
Oh, man.
No rapping Shaq.
Okay. Too bad.
Yeah, so unlike most of the time on gaming history, where we talk about the best games of all time, this is one of the rare times where we talk about the worst. One of the worst.
Do you think it's going to actually make it to one of the worst?
It's in Wikipedia's article of the list of video games notable for negative reception.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a bad fighting game, I would assume, but
one
of the worst.
The only other game I think we played that was in the worst that I can think of off the top of my head was E.T.
That was pretty bad.
And and this game, it's interesting. The reviews weren't as bad. Like there were reviews, it wasn't quite as hated immediately.
Right.
The reviews weren't actually that terrible for it when it came out.
Like when it comes down to it, do you think? Like I bet this is going to be a better game to play than like Concept was.
Concept wasn't bad. I thought it was better than we thought.
No, maybe better than you thought. I thought it was worse than I thought.
I didn't mind it.
It's because you won.
No, this game looks terrible to me, but I don't like fighting games either.
Right.
For a starter, and this also was heavily influenced by Mortal Kombat, as opposed to say Street Fighter. And Mortal Kombat's just not it's just a definitely the worst game.
Yeah, they both kind of suck in my mind.
I just don't like fighting games in general.
Yeah, exactly.
But still, it's like for fighting games, Mortal Kombat seemed worse.
Sure.
Especially at the beginning, like Mortal Kombat improved on itself as it went.
Oh yeah, that's true.
More like
Street Fighter peaked right from number 2.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And this was just copying the success of Mortal Kombat for sure, trying to be edgy and
but,
cool.
but without the edge, really.
Yeah, it's true. It has a little bit like some of the fighters and stuff are kind of Mortal Kombat-y.
But I don't see any like blood or fatalities or anything like that.
Interesting about that is they're there, but you have to type in a code for them.
Oh, weird.
I don't even know what it is, but
Crazy.
A hidden button sequence that initiates a blood code in the spirit of Mortal Kombat. They're still kept fairly subdued and minor, but it also gives access to finishing moves.
I can get you that code.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm ready. You just have to be on the options screen.
But the main reason Shaq Fu is more notable in gaming history is what came after. Like it just became legendary as this ridiculous moment in gaming history.
Right.
And it had a bit of an ET moment as well, where there's a website. I think it's just called shackfu.com. I don't know if it still exists or not. Let me see.
Shackfu.com?
Yeah. There's also saveshackfu.com. That definitely still exists.
We're still trying to save it.
Yeah, shackfu.com. Let me see if it still exists. Oh, I need Flash Player. That's how old it is.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So, but anyway, the point of shackfu.com was you would go there, and you could send them in your copy of Shaq Fu, and they would destroy it.
What?
Their goal was to destroy all copies of Shaq Fu.
Why?
Just because I think it just kind of became an early internet meme.
Oh,
it
weird.
It became such a notorious. I mean, it was also like an early like bargain bin game. I guess it overloaded used game stores. There's lots of copies of Shaq Fu because people returned it. It had a bit of an ET moment.
Right.
Like it got so many returns, and just got enough notoriety that people started a website that just as basically a joke that we just want this should be rid from the earth.
Yeah, we'll destroy your. That's weird.
We want all copies of Shaq Fu to be destroyed, and so send us yours. And then SaveShackFu.com was created. And you can send your copy of Shaq Fu to SaveShackFu.com, and they'll preserve it so that ShackFu.com doesn't get it.
So do they have? Is there someone out there that has like 100,000 copies of Shaq Fu?
Yeah, I think ShackFu.com has they've got actually there's a picture here.
Yeah.
I can get it for you guys.
Sure. Yeah, you want to share the screen with me too?
Oh yeah, sure.
While you're being zany.
Oh shit. I'm gonna show them first though. Here, yeah, you can barely even see it. Yeah, let's go to this for a second. Yeah, you can kind of see that display of Shaq Fu there. That's Shaq Fu, SaveShackFu.com. I think that's their collection of Shaq Fu.
It's not that big of a collection, though. If this is to represent all of the saved copies of Shaq Fu.
I don't know if it is or not. Interestingly, you can see there are a few. This game also came out on the Game Boy and Game Gear.
The interesting thing to me is that there's 2 Super Famicom copies in there.
Yeah.
Just in case you wanted it in Japan, and I think there's a couple PC copies.
There's some Japanese fans wanted to save Shaq Fu.
Yeah, Genesis is on those. Remember those old EA Genesis cartridges? that had the yellow tab on the side.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a pretty
Yeah.
early EA game too. Man, this is the most annoying music ever to have in the background. So I'm gonna start playing the game.
Oh
I'm gonna play
man.
the story. It's downtown Tokyo, and I'm checking out the local sites on the day of my All-Star charity game. When?
Perfect.
Oh wait, is he
I don't
telling
know
us
what
the
he's.
story? I stumbled upon a small kung fu dojo with an old man inside. Yeah, this is like he's the narrator. There's an ad for Pepsi. Greetings, big warrior. You are the one from the stars, I presume. I thought I'd never live to see the day.
The one from the stars?
That's right. Yeah, I'm an all-star, if that's what you mean.
Oh man, yeah.
We have a game tonight. Would you like to come? Wow, it's going to be quite a battle, even though it's for charity. He's just inviting old men to his game. Oh no, young warrior, I'm too old to be fighting. But I wish you well. You must hurry now if you are to save the little boy, Nezu. Oh shoot, I missed the end of it. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm just sightseeing before my game. What are you talking about?
That's a good reaction.
Yeah.
I'm just Shaq.
No time
What
to
do you
explain.
expect
Go
from-
through this portal. Find Nezu and save him before it's too late. Go! He doesn't actually say go, but he might as well have.
You might as well.
Because now I just go. Doesn't even show Shaq going through the portal. I'm just there. I'm just in... Where the hell am I?
The world of Shaq Fu.
I'm in... I don't even know. I thought there was a name for this place. Oh, the second world.
Oh, cool.
All right, so I can go to all these different lands. The wasteland. The Vagabond Temple.
Nice.
The Lost Jungle. The Yasko Mines. Northgate.
And you're just gonna have a fight against someone at all these places?
Jargo Speak. Yeah, I think they're just fights, like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, like just
Right.
fighting game fights.
Not a whole lot's gonna happen. Sweet.
Here we go, the Lost Jungle. Where is Set Ra? Your magic can't
Where's-
hurt me, girlfriend. That's so Shaq.
That's so sassy.
Shaq would totally do something like that. So another interesting thing about this game is like the animation is pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
it looks
all
like Mortal
rotoscoped.
Yeah.
And it's because it was made by the French studio Delphine Software,
Okay.
who are mainly known for making for employing Eric Chahi, who
Oh, there you
eventually
go.
made Another World, the game Another World, or as it was known in North America, Out of This World.
Out of this world.
Nice, a destroyer.
Wow.
He's kind of doing a shimmy.
It's a bit of a shimmy,
Yeah.
but not a huge shimmy.
The music in this game is so annoying. It's just like there's this like incessant beeping that they seem to think is like a
What you want.
like this cool beat, but it's just oh man, she's got like a voodoo doll and she stabs it and it hurts me.
Oh, that's a devilish move.
I mean,
Sounds
it's a
pretty
bit.
evil.
It's I don't know. It's a bit cool, I guess. The music.
Were you able to turn the difficulty down? Like, are you gonna be able to win any?
I won the first one.
That's true, but this is gonna get rough. I
This one,
think.
I'm doing pretty bad on this one.
She's
I can't seem to
dominating
do
you,
anything.
yeah.
I'm just doing like a shield move.
I do have codes. Let's see if there are any that are going to help you out. There is only the only good code is the gore code. But there is a way to use any fighter you want in story mode as well.
God. Yeah, this is terrible.
This is the character you're fighting against now named Voodoo.
Yeah.
It's nice to have good, racially sensitive character.
You know it.
Oh man, your shield spell looks really crappy.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Shaq
it's
seems
like
pretty terrible.
It's like he saw Blanca and was like, "Well, I can do that, but not do anything cool when I do it." But what makes you think Shaq would be good at fighting either?
He knows kung fu apparently.
But he's a basketball player. Even if he knows kung fu, he's still a 7 foot tall person. You're
That's
never
gotta
going to see a
help.
7 foot. No one who's 7 feet tall can move quickly. Is the problem?
You don't think you have to though necessarily. He's a big guy too though. He's not like a tall lanky guy.
No, he's like proportioned properly for a 7 foot tall person. And he's thick as shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
true. Turn you into a little frog, but since you won honorably, I'll let you pass. All right.
Oh man, it looks like her top is falling off in that picture.
Yeah. That's disturbing.
It really is. Well, I guess we don't have to enter codes until you lose. Like you might just beat the game here.
Yeah, that's true.
Where are you going next?
I guess it was also initially pitched as a basketball game, but it became a fighting game after talks with Shaq.
Wait, we're gonna make this basketball game. I know who we should get on to play to be a star in our basketball league. Let's get Shaq. I don't want it to be a basketball game. Make it kung fu, and I'm in.
That's what happened. They went, we don't know how to make it a fighting game.
I don't know. Figure it out. The rest is history.
That's not a bad Shaq impression.
Yeah, it's the best I can do of all of my impressions.
Wow. Oh, I missed Shaq's sassy statement. This guy got swords. That's not fair.
I mean, Shaq is probably a good 3 feet taller than him. I think that's a fair fight. He's just dollar store Aladdin. The swords will make you think twice about. Oh, I also missed what he said.
I just don't understand. I only seem to have like one attack button. Oh wait, there we go. Never mind. I do have a punch button.
Give me a second. I'm gonna look up the move list.
And then I have like a taunt button.
Okay.
I'm not doing bad though.
What are you playing on?
What am I
Super
playing
Nintendo
on?
or Genesis?
The Genesis, actually.
Genesis. Okay.
Yeah, I have the Super Nintendo one up there, but because that's just what the one I grabbed. But then I looked it up today, and the Genesis one is just way better.
Oh, weird.
Because it's got like more characters.
Interesting. Not that matters to us, really.
Well, if I was a fan of Shaq Fu, definitely wouldn't want to play the SNES one. And I guess the PAL versions were better too. One article I read said.
Wow, Shaq was only 22 years old in this game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There you go. So it must have been, pretty early on. Like
7'1", 301 pounds, from USA, Dragons Pass.
When he first got famous.
Yeah. We have the bio for him here. A dominating force on and off the hoops court, rookie of the year, perennial all-star, and founder of Shakido, an extremely lethal martial arts form.
That's right. And he's also got Shaq Gherkins.
Shagurkins.
Shagurkins. Shaq Hurricanes.
Shagurkins, I see.
Yeah, I don't know how to use them actually. How do I use my Shaq Hurricanes?
Shaq Fist, sidekick. It doesn't look like there's any like combos. Oh,
do you know where I can find Set and the boy? Grrr.
Down forward kick is Inferno kick.
Oh god, I can't do that.
And Shaq-Hurricane is forward, back, forward, MB. I don't know which button MB is.
Ooh, that's not gonna. Oh, I threw him.
There you go. You can do it.
I don't know what MB means.
Medium block, maybe? I don't know. I can find out by going back to the thing in this.
Oh, this guy's tougher.
MB is move boost. I don't know how to do move boost. Okay, I don't understand this.
There's some way. I don't know how to do a move boost either. But that is a technique I read in some article.
Interesting. I have a list of all of his victory quotes here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go home.
This guy's
I'll
tough.
beat you one-on-one every time. Oh, and when you beat Voodoo, he says, "Who voodooed who?"
That's classic.
Or
Shaq witticism.
Go play with your
Nice.
dolls.
Hit him and he turned into stone. Oh, I should turn on the blood code.
I can't find it for the Genesis.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. The next fight is against the sword guy, and you can say, "Sharpen your blades next time." Or, I like this one way better. "Nice mushroom hat for your mushroom head."
That's
scathing. And then Mephiss. I don't know who Mephiss is. Are you fighting Mephiss
he's in
right
fury
now?
mode. Oh, no.
Oh, he's furious.
I killed him, though. I did awesome that time.
Oh, man. Then there's another character named Cowrie, who's 5'3".
Really low here. Turn it up.
Forced to obey Set's will by the power of an enchanted ring. Cowrie is the martial arts champion of an alien feline race.
Of course.
She sounds cool.
I wonder when I'll fight her. I'm doing pretty good. Oh,
So
this
far,
guy's
so
amazing.
good. Yeah.
Tell me where the boy Nezu is before I beat it out of you. Yeah, right. I'll whisper it in your ear after I slap you silly.
Oh.
That's what it's like, yeah, evil death creature would say. I'm gonna slap you silly. From the second world. That's totally kind of language they use.
Right.
You guys are pretty cool in the background.
Are they gorillas?
I don't know. They're like
And what are you
from
fighting?
Mass Effect.
Skeleton?
He's like a green goblin guy in a cloak. Wow, I just killed him and he's shattered.
In a cloak and like Air Jordans.
Yeah. He's gonna slap me silly. Oh, he's got lightning powers.
You know his name? Are you fighting Diesel?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
There is an article with them all here. Oh, I lost it.
I'm just seeing. None of the other ones seem to have very interesting stories that I can read.
Oh.
Raja was a young mystic and skilled swordsman. He submitted to Set's sorcery while exploring the nether planes with his spirit. That's an exciting story.
Oh. Oh, damn.
There's a lot of characters.
Yeah, well, and like there's like 5 or 6 though that are like Genesis exclusive.
Jeez, there's 12 characters. That's crazy. Oh, it seems to be not unbelievably difficult. I wonder if you should make save states as you get through this.
I already have.
Okay.
Whoa! Yeah! Oh! Yeah!
That's the sound of epic struggle.
Your courage is praiseworthy. Beware the beast. He is as lethal as he is ugly. Man, this guy's just got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, he's the king of roasts of the Nether Plane.
Right.
Who you got next? How are you going to get across that river?
I was just looking for this hardcore gaming 101 has a decent.
Oh yeah,
on it.
That's a great website.
Mephis was that guy, an undead creature with green skin.
Ooh.
I think I only have one more place here to fight. On this side of the island, at least.
But then you have to cross the river. Yeah.
At the North Gate. I'm gonna rock your chair, Grandpa. You have much to learn, young man.
That is a great line.
Rock your chair.
I'm gonna rock your chair, man.
Oh, this is a sweet gate.
It's the sweet gate.
Sweetest gate. This is the alternate title for this game. Shaq in the story of the sweetest gate.
It's lovely.
Oh, he's got. Man, everyone has weapons. It's just not fair.
I mean, I think his fists are his weapons, and like no one else is taller than 5'4".
Shaq, I don't know. It seems like his legs are his weapons.
Oh, he's a kicker?
So much more range.
Huh.
Oh,
that's interesting.
Oh, he got me.
I feel like if Shaq was fighting me, he'd punch me more than he'd kick me. He'd probably do a lot more jump attacks, is what I would think. Shaq would be big into jump attacks.
I do a lot of jump attacks, so they captured that aspect of Shaq.
Yeah.
He loves his jump attacks.
This old man seems tricky.
Yeah, he's tough.
Is he just an old man with a stick and a wizard?
Yeah, he can shoot fireballs.
Right, Green Lantern. Man. Game got tough.
Oh, so close. No. Oh. Like no life left. Wow.
Brutal.
You can't stick me. Go home.
Go home, old man.
I think that was the old man saying that to me.
Oh, man. You were trying to stick him.
Oh, that was awesome. I just kicked him 3 times in the face.
As he deserved.
If you never played or heard of Another World, and I think there's a couple other games that they made that were similar to Another World. They were like adventure games, but they were still 2D. But they were just known for their atmosphere and for, but also for their animation. They were like renowned for their animation. I don't know how they ended up
for the crazy rotoscope look.
Oh, damn it! I don't know how they ended up pitching a game to Shaq.
Yeah, I mean he was probably just looking to diversify at the time.
Yeah. The last stuff they did was like they kind of had a hit with the MotoGP games.
Oh yeah.
And there was like a few of those, and then I don't think they exist anymore.
Those MotoGP games were actually pretty fun.
I don't know if I ever really played them, but yeah, I remember.
Like they played really similarly to Excite Bike 64.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was like that was a hit for them. Wow, I keep getting so close. I have 12 credits.
So close yet so far. That's so many credits.
I can really get a good start on him if I just kick him in the face 3 times.
Yeah, that's most bad guys' weakness.
Damn it, he just blocks everything.
It's just like they say vampires' weaknesses are getting metal stakes or getting wooden stakes in their heart, but I feel like a vampire's true weakness is getting kicked in the head 3 times.
Yeah, I really don't know. I'm trying to just do I'm trying to throw some shurikens now.
Shuriken, yeah. Back forward back attack. Or back forward back move boost. Whatever that is.
Jeez. Wow. Yeah, he's just destroying me now. Huh. What can I do? Oh, never mind. I had 2.
That'll show him. That's not 12.
Not 12. So I'll just
That's not
my game.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I could read you more of Shaq's moves, but I don't know what the button correspondences are, so they're not very useful.
I don't think there's any good strategies. Oh, God. Just need to kick him. Just keep on kicking.
Yep. What's his name?
I don't know.
Huh. I bet it's just old man with stick.
Yeah, I got him.
That's one dead old man. But now you have to kill him again.
His name is Liotsu. Which is apparently a pun on the name Lao Tzu.
Oh, what a funny pun.
Yeah. Makes you chuckle.
I definitely get it.
Oh, he's being a cheap bastard now. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
How do you even do
Did
that?
you save state between this fight?
No,
After
but
the
I can
first
save
one?
state now.
Oh, yeah. Because you do only have to beat him one time.
Yeah, exactly. Lao Tzu.
Liotsu!
Sounds good. Oh, damn. Oh, damn it.
Double down.
No. Damn it. All right, I can load.
Freaking Liotsu. Although you're probably going to want to figure out some cheap tactics because it's probably not going to get easier from this point out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't seem to have any general strategies. I don't think things that I'm doing against him will help much on the next person.
Right.
Yeah, I got him. Got you, Liao Tzu.
Yeah, time to move on to another part of the world.
You are skilled beyond your years. Save my grandson, Nezu. But look out. Set hypnotized him, and he will try to defeat you. Then why are you trying to beat me?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
What was your problem with Shaq?
Come on, dude. Like, just in general, he seems like a pretty agreeable guy.
I was trying to help your grandson from the beginning.
Maybe it was one of those situations like in old Kung Fu movies where he was just like, my Kung Fu is better than your Kung Fu.
Oh, man.
And they just had to fight to see whose Kung Fu was better. Yeah.
Yeah. Prove the ways of Shakido. Oh, wait, I still have the mind. The Astral Minds.
Goodness.
You call yourself Diesel. Ha 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 ha. We'll see who has the last laugh.
Is Shaq saying that, or was Diesel saying that?
Shaq was saying that.
Because Shaq also calls himself Diesel.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, more recently?
No, I think he's always been the Diesel.
I don't know. Apparently back then he thought it was...
Well, maybe that's him saying, I'm the Diesel. They just didn't get that across in as many words.
Maybe, but because the other guy definitely takes it as an insult. Because he's like, I'll be the one laughing.
Oh, man. Maybe this is why Shaq started calling himself Diesel.
Maybe. He defeated Diesel in the Second World.
Yeah.
He took his name.
I saw an episode of, the reality show. Well, I don't know if it counts as reality. The show Tanked, where it's the company that makes fancy fish tanks in people's houses.
No.
They built a fish tank in Shaq's house that's in the front of a big diesel truck.
Oh.
I don't know why anyone would want that, but...
This is a cool stage. It's like a sweet cave.
The backgrounds have all been kind of nice.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. That's the one main positive of the game.
Oh no, he's in Fury mode. No, he got me.
Can you enter Fury mode?
Yeah, I can't remember how it works though. Somehow you fill that meter. Oh, I think you take enough damage.
Oh, okay.
In a row.
And then you get furious.
And then all your attacks are stronger. So it just means that, like, I guess I'm supposed to space out my attacks more so that I don't make him trigger Fury mode. He's taunted me. guy can throw knives.
Knife throwing doesn't seem as potent as like magic.
He lays down in such a weird way with his arms straight up every time. I could have beat you back home on the docks. Hell is that?
He could have.
Diesel's. Oh, he's a character based on Shaq's first rap album.
Oh.
That's why he's known as Diesel.
Okay, cool.
He's that part of Shaq personified.
As a dock worker?
Yep, he's a bored dock worker who fights people for fun. Somewhere in the second world, beasts did something.
I wish there were more rap concept albums like that.
Totally.
Oh man, that would be great if that's actually what Shaq said in interviews about it way back then.
Does his I wonder if the Shaq Fu album has like references to the second world.
I don't know.
All right, who's gonna fight first, the lab or the Catwalk Falls?
Oh, Catwalk Falls.
All
That's
right.
probably where you're gonna find the cat girl, right?
Oh, probably. Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, Catwoman? Can you tell me about the little boy Nedzu? My name is Kaori, and I'm gonna do some serious damage to your body.
Oh.
Hey,
that's
Tiny
a
Observer.
weird. You got too specific. Just saying to your body, Matt, is a weird.
Tiny Observer is one of the people who wrought this upon us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least they showed up to watch you to reap what they've sown. Little do they know. See, I would say like this seems perfectly fine as a shitty Super Nintendo fighting game.
Yeah,
there's
it's not
lots
like
of this game. There's a million of this game. On
it's
the Super
not
Nintendo.
really much worse than
Like World Fighters or
exactly any random
totally.
crappy
It's just painfully generic.
Well, and it's just the ridiculousness of the licensing and
It's true. I mean, I wish it was part basketball, part fighting game. Actually,
totally. Well,
See what they
actually,
can do
so
with
the other
that.
thing about it that we haven't mentioned yet was that there's a sequel
right?
that was funded on Indiegogo. So it was a crowdfunded project, and it asked for like $450,000, and it made it.
Jeez.
Came out just a couple years ago in 2018. It's on PS4, and Xbox One, and PC. And but it's like they made it a beat 'em up.
Right. See, I thought that I was getting that mixed up with the Charles Barkley game, Shut Up and Jam in the Windy City or whatever.
Oh, that's Michael Jordan.
Oh, but there was also a Charles Barkley game too.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I don't
that
know what.
got Indiegogo or Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You just looked that up.
Let me see. All right, let's find out.
Yeah,
what
isn't there
that's. I
something
think
called like Shut Up and Jam or something?
Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. Yeah.
So what is that? Was that
I'm finding.
Was that a thing back in the day? Like,
But yeah, there was
rebooted?
on the Super Nintendo. There was Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam, which
That's
was just
so
a basketball. Was just a basketball game,
okay,
and then
right. That makes more
Barkley
sense.
Shut Up and Jam Gaiden is a freeware RPG. It's a turn-based RPG. That's right. Starring Charles Barkley, and you do like basketball moves to the enemies.
Right. That's so weird.
That's very weird. I bet it's kind of dumb.
This cat girl's really hard.
You need to figure out some cheap new tactics.
Yeah.
Easier said than done when you don't know how to play fighting games. You got to work on your edge play. That's something I know is a word.
Don't know how. Oh,
I don't know. I don't know any tips for fighting games. Like, I really can't offer you anything.
No, I know. I don't know.
Fighting games are just too hard.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, you
too
have to,
bad
like, to do good at them, you have to fully commit your body and soul.
to memorizing like a specific character.
Yeah.
And even then, yeah, you can only do one character at a time.
Oh, she got me.
I think that's always been my big problem with fighting games. Is I like to play as a lot of I like to see everything, and
Yeah,
unless you get good with one character, you're never going to be able to do anything.
it's true. Like that's usually, mostly because nobody I knew really liked or was good at fighting games either. So fighting games I'd mostly just play the story mode with like a few characters, if not all the characters.
Yeah, it's true.
That was it.
Yep.
I own a few, I guess. I don't know. I owned Clay Fighter for some reason.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and Clay Fighter was good because you could mash out cool stuff.
That's true, and they would have awesome moves and stuff.
Yeah.
And I totally just liked it because it was claymation. That's why I liked it.
Right. You didn't like it because of bad Mr. Frosty?
No, I mean I probably liked the characters and personality to a degree, but I think I was just trying to think of why I would have been initially drawn to it.
Yeah, it's a surprising game to have bought.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't like fighting games.
Right. Yeah.
I know. I definitely rented it on the SNES before I bought it on the
Sure.
N64.
Yeah, I rented Street Fighter 2 a couple times, I think.
Yeah, so that's
because it's also a cool game, Street Fighter 2. So I probably convinced myself I liked it, even though I didn't know how to do anything and I could never win.
I knew people I think Kovacs liked it actually, or had
right, and was able to do things in it.
Not really, but we would still. That's like the only time I played it. I don't know how to avoid her move. Maybe I have to shield myself.
Oh, use your Blanca move. Move boost. Use your move boost.
I was doing it before.
Can you use more
thanks, Time
Shuriken?
Observer. I'm feeling pretty much better now.
Whoa, congratulations.
Like 95%.
Whoa.
So, I could do
still 5% bad.
Still 5%, but that's not so unusual.
Yeah, exactly. It's rare that I get to 100%.
Exactly. Her stupid move. I can't beat that. Her wind. She's got her own shuriken.
And who knows how much further it goes after this cheap little lady. I don't know why I called her a little lady.
She's a little cat lady.
She is. Somewhat accurate. Tiny Observer is also a button masher in fighting. It's the only reason that I like Smash Brothers is that it's simple enough that I don't have to button mash.
Exactly, that's why it's the best fighting game.
Yeah, but that's also why it's almost more of just a game for anybody. Did you win 2 fights?
No, now I have to. I'm gonna save.
Save, yeah. You can do this. That means you can just eke out a win twice.
Exactly. Oh, I just need to just use 3 moves basically. A jump kick, my normal kick, and I gotta throw in a down kick every once in a while. That's what I was doing wrong before.
That's your issue.
So the down kick's got just a little further range. I destroyed her that time.
She learns your moves, or it's just
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that good of a fighting game.
At last, I am freed from Setra's mind control ring. Oh, they've all.
These people are under mind control. You're beating them out of it. I like it.
Nice.
Great story. I don't know what they're talking about.
It's classic.
I'd watch this movie.
Who's gonna be in the lab?
Set. No, Set's gonna be the main enemy.
Oh, it's what's up with the plastic headgear, brah?
Cyborg.
Wow, he actually said brah. My bionic equipment will overpower you. I can't remember.
My bionic equipment.
I'm gonna just see. Okay, pause it. Yeah. Well, this is Colonel, a cyborg cop from the future.
This is Colonel.
Yeah.
That's great.
But he doesn't remember who he is. Oh, look at his profile in the top right corner there. He's really...
It looks like he has 3D glasses on.
Yeah, basically. You got me pretty good there.
Damn.
Tiny Toons, this music, it's so stupid. It's like just like beep,
maybe,
beep, 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 beep.
That's part of the reason people probably hate it. It's really bad.
It's weird. I feel like I think the things I found actually didn't mind the music, like the reviews and stuff.
That was one of the good points.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
This guy looks fun to like. It'd be fun to play as. He's got a jetpack.
Yeah.
Wow, I destroyed him. He hit me like once.
Would you main Colonel?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably a wise move.
Maybe
I don't know.
not,
I
though,
think
'cause he
this,
seems pretty easy to beat.
it's true, but he seems to have a lot of projectiles, so you could be really cheap with him if you wanted. I bet.
Yeah.
The computer's just shitty at being Colonel.
Oh, that was a cool move. He like shot like a thing out of his shoulder. Oh, he got me.
Cool Colonel. All right, is this the deciding match?
Whoa, yeah, like those are sweet shoulder bombs that he shoots. Oh wow, I don't know why that hurt me so much. Whoa, that's sweet. Just keep kicking him in the nards. Yeah.
That's the thing. You know what ex-cops are weak to? Nard kicks. You're like, stop kicking me in the nards, brah.
But you will need more than luck to challenge Set.
You'll need nards.
Tiny Hoosier says it sounds like just someone tweaking out on a keyboard. It's bizarre.
Yeah, whoever made the soundtrack sounds like they had a really fun time. But that doesn't mean it's good. Yeah. We're not here about your good time, Mr. Keyboard Boy.
Oh, maybe I was wrong about that. I can't find anything about the music now. Yeah, they should have just like digitized the rap album.
Totally. Oh man, it would be a more legendary game than it is if they did that.
Yeah. Are you Nezu? There is no Nezu anymore. I will fight you to the finish. Yeah, that's Nezu, but he's brainwashed by Set.
Not Nezu.
You're gonna have to beat the kid I'm here to rescue up.
It's just another day in the life of Shaq. You gotta do. Yeah.
Oh, this guy's a bastard. Holy crap. He's brutal. He's got a move. Oh man, once he shoots that shit at me, I can't move. Oh, I can duck and I can. There we go.
Can you do your shield spell?
Maybe. I don't know how to do that though. That was button mashing when I was doing that.
Oh, you weren't doing it on purpose.
All I can do. Oh god. All I can do is hope get close enough to him, and then just do my down kick.
Right.
So like, yeah, his move, yeah, like I can't move, like left or right when he hits me with it, and he just instantly hits me with it.
Oh man.
So I just have to jump. Oh no. Oh.
He's so little also. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like what's the name of the guy from Fantasy Island?
My,
The
well, this
Quigquag
guy's
or
a kid,
whatever.
though.
Oh, it's okay. Never mind then.
Like, my main kick just goes right over his head.
That's great.
So fast. Ouch.
You have one win against him, right? Or not yet?
No.
Oh no. Yeah, he's crazy. What's his name? I'll look up I'll see if I can find a strategy. Nezu. So I think he's the second to the last boss, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He's the guy I'm here to save, and then I just have to beat Set.
Cool.
Here we go. I cheaped him out.
That's the trick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't find it. They don't have strategies. They just have the script.
Yes! Oh, you almost got me, too. There's just darn youths and their speed.
That's the problem. Even a spry 22-year-old Shaq is nothing to this child.
That's right. Brainwashed child with magical powers.
Yeah.
What's a Shaq gonna do?
How much brainwashing would you be comfortable getting in order to have magical powers? It would be pretty worth it.
No, I don't. I think that defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Well, I'm guessing that it'll just take you getting beat up by Shaq to fix you.
Yeah, but then you'll probably lose your magical powers.
Oh, you think? He's just gonna be a normal kid?
I think once you're...
that sucks.
I'm assuming it's the brainwashing that's giving you the magical powers.
Okay, then never mind.
At least in this kid's case.
I take it back. I want nothing to do with you.
If that's still quite a gamble, though, depending on Shaq to save you.
Yeah.
Even if it is a possibility, like you'll be brainwashed. Who knows what evil things you'll do with the magical powers?
Oh yeah, this could lead to you like unleashing an ancient evil. Who knows?
Exactly. And then maybe what if Shaq can't save you?
Oh, and then you're stuck as a brainwashed monster.
Yeah, and you might just destroy the world.
That just wouldn't.
Whoa, we hit each other. Whoa, we hit each other again. Yeah, I got him that time. Oh, yeah! That was for all the marbles.
You got all of his marbles?
We each had won one.
Good job.
You have freed me from the Dark Master. Set, now go and face him while he is still weak. Oh, why is he weak?
Yeah, well, but maybe because he was spending all his power to brainwash Nezu.
Oh. And now we've broken all the things. That probably hurts his brain every time we break somebody's spell.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I got two more here.
Tiny Observer says it depends on the power you'd get and whether or not you'd be an asshole. I think you'd for sure be an asshole, but you could probably potentially have some very cool powers. Like flying or throwing green discs or green webs.
Oh, who are you? You are one ugly creature. Who are you? I am Beast, Setra's greatest servant. I will beat you senseless.
Oh, you're not done yet.
No, let's fight Beast first.
Beast is just a skinned man?
Yeah, fire skinned man.
Oh man, this is like a realistic rendition of Super People.
He's already in Fury mode. Ow! Oh, where did I? Oh God!
Beast is probably like, my only mode is Fury mode.
Oh, he just yelled me to death. He yelled at me and I died.
That's what it takes.
No, Time Zero is gonna pass. I think that's wise. I don't know. Brainwashing. If somebody says I'll give you something cool if I can brainwash you.
I think it depends how
That's
cool the person
always
asks.
gonna end badly.
I
It's
do.
always gonna end badly. If they're
I,
the cooler they are, the more wary I'd be. I'd be more afraid
I
of that. Because
do a
then
snap
I'd be
judgment
like,
based on their clothes. What if it's
they're
okay? What if
hiding
it's a
some
hobo?
dark secrets.
What if it's a hobo with a bindle and like a big red nose and
No, that's
no?
terrifying. God,
Okay,
he's
what if
gonna
it's
do
like
horrible things to you.
what if it's someone who looks like Bill Clinton or something?
No, definitely not.
What if it's like
Oh, that was close.
what if like your mother came to you and said it?
No, that's terrifying. I'm
Because you
saying,
know something was going
like,
on.
the better the person, the more instantly suspicious it is when they say, "I want to brainwash you."
Oh, that's fair.
I don't think, there's any situation where that's not suspicious.
I guess it's just too bad for you because you're not going to get a cool power. Is the big issue
Yeah,
here.
but I think it's still gonna end worse for the person who gets the power in the end.
Right. That's fair.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, I wish I hadn't taken that brainwashing bargain."
Now I accidentally am a criminal. I'm a war
I
criminal.
unleashed Set's beast from the volcano of doom.
Oh no.
Only Shaq can stop me now. Ah,
I mean, that's just a great sentence in general.
beast.
Only
Oh,
Shaq
wow,
can stop
so
me
close.
now.
Twice in a row there. I
Yeah.
bet you that sentence has been said by a few like basketball players.
Only that's
Shaq can
true
stop
for
me
sure.
now.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that's a line in the game. So then a lot of idiots would have read it. Is this Dragon Pass you're fighting at? Are you at your home?
Who am I?
Shaq.
Oh,
In the description, it said Shaq was from Dragon Pass.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Him and Beast, I guess.
Oh,
I
maybe
know Shaq was born
Beast
in a
is
volcano.
like. Maybe this is some kind of metaphor. Beast is like the
Damn.
person inside Shaq that he hates.
Oh,
It's his
wow.
inner saboteur.
He's gotta confront himself before he can confront the ancient god Set. Set Ra.
Absolutely. 100%.
Tiny Observer is not a big fan of his hands. Neither am I. They're really deadly.
I'd say they're just gross looking more so than deadly.
Long.
They're really long,
Long
yeah.
hands. Long hands, man.
Unnaturally long.
Has anyone
that's-
here been hypnotized? No, I've never been hypnotized.
No, me
actually.
neither. I feel like I'm too much of a natural cynic.
Yeah, that's what I always think too. But then there's ones that are just more like they put you in a weird state and you can do things that you couldn't do before.
Like
Bet you
fly?
that
What
one
do you
could
mean?
get me. No, like the only one I can think of is like when people like lay down like a sort of like a table, but it's like they shouldn't be like they wouldn't normally be able to. Well, it's like you can do it, but you just your brain tells you can't.
What do you mean lay down like a table?
I can't really explain it. It's like they lay down on a chair, but it's like their legs support them more than.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't really explain it, but they.
So is it a similar situation to how like you can't drown yourself without extra forces, but a hypnotist could convince you to drown yourself?
Probably. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You just get into like a state where like you can just. It's like a meditative state, I guess.
Right. Right. Where you can go past those mental blocks.
Exactly.
Weird. It's weird that there are things that we can't do because our brains won't allow it, even
Yeah.
though we can do.
Oh, this guy. I got further that time than I have the last few times. What about you? What about you, Tiny Observer? I accidentally went out of the game there, but I think it's still.
It was a fun sound I heard.
Yeah, that was my phone. Have you ever been hypnotized?
Yeah. That'd be crazy. I don't know if I'd like the feeling. But like, what if I got hypnotized to not hate onions? Like that's what some people do, and
Yeah,
I'd be
that kind
fine
of
with
thing
that.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Tiny Observer tried it when they were a younger lass, but the guy was a quack and they hated it.
that's
Yeah.
what I was. Yeah, I
They
feel
all
like
seem like such shysters is the problem.
well, it's
They're like the used car salesman of the magic world.
sort of. I feel like they're just more like they're always just like wannabe comedians
Yeah,
who are
totally.
like just doing this while like as they work in an office somewhere.
Yeah. Like I remember every year in high school there was a comedian who came at one point. I never went to see him because I didn't care, but
I vaguely remember something like
a
that.
hypnotist came to school, yeah. And just think of all the dumb shit he made those high school students do. Like that's just a weird thing to have power over.
Yeah, that always yeah. It was always really weird to me.
I don't want to
people
give control to somebody else.
Yeah, like dance and stuff.
Yeah. What if he has you do a crime?
Yeah. He just has murdered them all.
Oh no. That'd be a crazy. There's a crazy movie. Someone's got to have done that.
The hypnotist.
A hypnotist. Like, if you kill someone while you're hypnotized, can you be tried for that crime?
Probably, but I don't
know.
know. It'd be tough to prove that you were hypnotized, I guess.
It's true. Huh. I don't know. I might have just figured out a way to commit the perfect murder. You gotta hypnotize somebody.
Got him a bunch of times there too. Man, what time is it? Oh, yeah, I still got some time.
2.
Still got a little bit of time here. This took longer than I thought to play this game.
It just got really hard. Is the
Yeah.
problem?
This guy's insane. He just warps around.
Yeah.
I can barely even jump at his face.
You gotta super tactics.
Ah. You got all robot-y. It's like you fell into a robot hole.
What a jerk. What a terrible hole.
No, you did. You just, I don't know. Something happened with your headphones.
Oh, I just swapped my headphones. Is that what happened? Is that what changed?
Yeah. It makes a noise.
That's
Spooky
the
noise.
thing now is it's gonna be a weird adventure on the Extra Life stream, keeping my headphones charged and my phone charged as we're doing it.
Yeah, really.
I think sometimes I'm just gonna have to have like just my phone on speakerphone because there's no way in hell these headphones are gonna last.
We might just.
Who knows? But then, like, I have some wired headphones I can plug into my phone, but I can't be charging my phone when I have both plugged in. That's where that gets tricky.
It's a puzzle. It's a game unto itself. That'll keep you awake.
Making sure I can be heard.
I got him.
You got that bastard.
Wow. Just the one time, though. To get him again.
Oh man, he's so furious when he's red. Like the color of red he becomes is crazy.
It's just so intimidating.
Yeah.
Oh, he just kept yelling me to death there.
Do you think it's even going to be set after this?
Yeah, I think so. It looked like there was only 2.
Okay, 2 more places to fight.
Yeah. Found a super cheap strategy.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
One of those. Can you
Kept
recreate
the
it?
corner. Yeah. Oh no, I beat him twice now.
But can you recreate it on the next boss?
Oh, maybe. I will try to travel through. I will travel through time to fight you again someday. Setra
I hope so.
will not let you take the boy. You will never succeed. Maybe he was Colonel.
Oh, he was
Maybe
the
he went to
original
the
Colonel.
future and got some skin.
Became Colonel, yeah. Got some skin and some robot pieces.
So the villain of this Shaquille O'Neal fighting game, they decided, should be a mummy.
Yeah.
That's the perfect. That's good. Yeah, the
I
perfect
can't
villain
think
for
of
Shaq, and it's gonna sell.
What would be more fun than a mummy?
Million copies. Kids love mummies. They're so hot right now.
They're so hot. Mummies have never been hotter.
It's Tombstone Island. Hand over the boy, mummy man, or I'll unravel you.
Is this still Nevo or whatever you're trying to
You should have. Yeah, what the? Yeah, I thought we freed him.
Huh, maybe not.
Oh, wow. He's got a sweet jump attack. Nice. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Oh, he jumped out of the corner.
Oh, boy. He's got that cool corner jumping strategy.
Oh, shit.
Does your cheap strategy doesn't work anymore?
Well, I almost had him in it, but he jumped out of the corner, so maybe it won't.
Too bad.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, I got him.
Got him. Nice.
First try.
You have
I thought
no
he had
help.
me for a second. Look how sad he is in this portrait.
That's one sad mommy.
One sad mommy. You're not my mummy. Say that in your Shaq impression.
Bury me with my mummy. I can't remember my Shaq impression.
Bury me with my mummy. That was fantastic. Halloween, Sunset Riders.
Oh man, I wish there was like an app you could use to skin old games with Halloween.
Best mod.
I mean, if you could do that, you're some kind of software development genius.
No, so close.
Oh man, it's gonna be tight.
That was really close. Oh,
He seems to do the coolest moves of any of the enemies I've seen.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking like he seems like the best guy to play as if you in
totally
multiplayer.
You can just shoot stuff at people from across the level.
Yeah, and like you have that jump move. That seems insane because you're just hurting people while you're flying.
Right. That's as good as you can ask for.
Oh, what a bastard. He knocked me down and then followed it up with his like weird mummy underground move.
That's a supreme bastard move.
That's Set Raw, supreme bastard.
That's a great title to have. Like, if you can attain that before you die, you did something right. And a lot of wrong things, but it sounds like you did them on purpose.
Oh, man. I'll get you, Set Raw. Takes the whole show.
That would be pretty funny.
I'm less worried about beating him than I was the Beast.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Why, just because you beat him on the first try?
Close, and I've come close already a bunch of times with this guy.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so weird, yeah. The beeping just does, in the music just doesn't, like, half the time doesn't seem to even be part of the rest of the music.
It's noise, it's not music. It's like they just added this other part to it.
It's like barely even sometimes on any sort of rhythm. You are a man of great power, but mark my words, I'll be back.
Oh, in Shaq Fu 2, The Return of Set Ra.
Actually, there was the company that made this. Thanks, Shaq. You just saved my life. Wow, you like brought him back home, I guess.
Let's go get a burger.
So I'm like, boys, let's just say I had to fight some traffic to get here. Oh.
What?
Oh, Shaq.
Not
Oh
a
no!
ton.
What? Beast is playing basketball. Not you again. I hope you play hoops better than you can fight, Beast.
Oh man.
Oh, he's like,
I like that the other basketball players just have their hands on their hips. Beast.
Beast, you're not allowed to play basketball.
There's no rule in the book that says a beast can't play basketball.
Oh, he knew you'd get that loophole if he
Yeah.
just came back from the future.
Man, Shaq's so cool.
Shaq, you're so cool. Time Observer agrees.
I think we should all try to be a little bit more like Shaq. WWF.
But yeah, they planned to make a sequel. This company, Delphine Software, but that never happened. But then, of course, the
The ironic age of the internet arrived.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that actually, in that sequel that was crowdfunded, it was called Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn. Like we said, it was a beat 'em up. Also got terrible reviews.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for Shaq Fu.
Sweet. We should play something a lot better after this.
Yeah, we're gonna play some Castlevania. Be a bit spookier.
A little bit spookier.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna take me a second to switch the game up here, but I'll be right back.
We'll forgive you.
Vor langer Zeit lebten die Menschen glücklich und zufrieden. Niemand bemerkte den Schatten, der sich langsam über ihnen ausbreitete. Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne und das Böse fraß sich tief in ihre Seelen. Vom Wahnsinn getrieben schmiedeten sie einen Pakt mit dem Teufel. Zu später Stunde kamen sie zusammen, um gemeinsam die Mächte der Finsternis mit ihrem sündigen Blut zu rufen. Sie zu erlösen von ihrer sterblichen Existenz, den Anbeginn einer neuen Welt vor Augen. Und so begab es sich, dass nach 100 Jahren das Böse wieder Fleisch geworden war. Als unsterbliches Geschöpf der Nacht kann es die Gestalt des Wolfs, der Fledermaus oder des Nebels annehmen. Es labt sich am Blut der Menschen. Dracula, der Fürst der Finsternis, Herr des Teufelsschlosses, ist auferstanden. Vor langer Zeit lebten die Menschen glücklich und zufrieden. Niemand bemerkte den Schatten, der sich langsam über ihnen ausbreitete. Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne und das
took
Böse
longer
fraß sich
than I was
tief in
hoping.
ihre Seelen.
And I didn't even switch all this stuff.
Vom Wahnsinn getrieben
Yeah,
schmiedeten
exactly. I
sie
guess that
einen
was part of it.
Pakt mit dem
We did have some
Teufel.
technical issues over that little break there.
Zu später Stunde kamen sie zusammen, um gemeinsam die Mächte der Finsternis mit
Just
ihrem
give me a
sündigen
moment. I don't know if you can
Blut
change the
zu
title
rufen.
to.
Sie
I
zu
don't know if
erlösen von ihrer sterblichen
Rondo Blood must
Existenz,
be on there.
den Anbeginn einer
some
neuen
form.
Welt vor Augen.
It was like it was released as a SNES game as well. Right. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, it had some changes.
Und so
I guess it would have been a
begab
bit
es
of a
sich,
downgrade
dass
because
nach
this came
100
out for
Jahren
the
das Böse wieder Fleisch
PC
geworden
engine,
war. Als unsterbliches Geschöpf
which was the
Nacht
Japanese
kann es die Gestalt
TurboGrafx,
des Wolfs,
but
der
it came out for
Fledermaus
the
oder
like
des Nebels annehmen. Es
Super
labt sich am
CD
Blut der
add-on or something
Menschen.
like that.
Dracula, der Fürst
Super
der
CD-ROM,
Finsternis,
the
Herr
PC
des
Engine Super CD-ROM
Teufelsschlosses, ist
add-on system.
auferstanden.
So I'm assuming that was fairly close to what PS1 would have ended up being like. At least closer than the SNES. Yeah, Richter looking pretty awesome on it. Anyway, yeah, that's mostly why this game is significant in a way, is because it's one of the best Castlevanias that only came out in Japan. Oh shoot, Tiny Observer saved Grim. I had you muted there.
Oh, hooray!
Thanks,
I didn't
Tiny
say
Observer.
Yeah, this is kind of the pinnacle of classic Castlevania in a lot of people's minds too.
Yeah, right. Because the sequel to this game was Symphony of the Night.
Yeah,
which is also regarded as one of the best. Like depending on who you ask, they either like the classic Castlevanias, or Symphony of the Night changed everything and made new breed.
It's really, really hard for me to play these older games.
Right. I am also a bigger fan of the Symphony of the Night style Castlevania game.
They're so different.
But so this game kind of became a legend, also because Symphony of the Night was so legendary. And you play the end of this game at the beginning of Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
So people want to know what the hell this was, and of course it was the best version of it was only released in Japan.
Yeah.
And it came out in Japan on October 29th, 1993.
Holy moly.
That's why we're celebrating it this week in gaming history. Let's get to it.
This game's 27 years old.
There you go.
Jeez,
like we said, it came out on the SNES, but it was retooled.
Yeah, it was apparently just awful to play, and then it was also incredibly limited print. So if you didn't get it when it first came out, you were just never going to get it either.
Huh.
Like, I remember it was really expensive to get copies.
What's going on?
It was one of the few games that was more expensive than Earthbound, I remember, at the game store for the Super Nintendo.
Joe gone.
Jopgone.
The story, what did you say? It was one of the more...
It's one of the only games that was more expensive than Earthbound at the game store.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they did release it again, but they remade it for the PSP.
Right. And Dracula X Chronicles.
This is crazy. It's a crazy intro.
It's a lot more elaborate than you would have expected for the time.
It's great music. I'm gonna turn it down.
It's great.
Touch it.
This one, I think a lot of people say, has the best music of all Castlevania.
Huh. It's really good so far.
Because it was
got, I don't know, it stands out more.
Yeah. It's jazzier than...
Yeah.
It's got a good look to it.
It really does, yeah.
That's great.
Richter's pretty badass, too.
I like the one of his boot in the bottom left.
Yeah, he just smacked that whole skeleton's head off.
Yeah, but why would a skeleton need a head?
Tiny Observer says, "Don't judge me, but I've never played a Castlevania game." That's all right. We have no...
Yeah. I mean, I'm judging everyone
constantly.
I was
gonna say we have no like meaningful judgment.
No, our judgment doesn't do anything.
Yeah, we judge everything, but
constantly.
Yeah.
We should both get
just,
judges.
It's totally pointless and ridiculous judgment. But I didn't really play Castlevania for a long time either. Like even Symphony of the Night, I didn't play while it was popular.
No, I played it when it was like legendarily amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
And was like, holy shit! And from that point onward, I played all of the ones that came out.
Yeah, that'd be the one to start with, Tiny Observer, if you ever want.
Yeah.
Like, isn't there a Castlevania collection?
The one you're playing has Symphony of the Night.
Oh, right, but there's another one that doesn't have Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, it just has 1, 2, 3 Super Castlevania in it. You wouldn't want that one. That one's too...
So this game, this game has Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night in it. It's called Castlevania or something.
Castlevania Legacy, I think? Maybe? I got it for like $5.
Requiem.
Oh, there you go.
Castlevania Requiem. It makes sounds out of my controller.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, Symphony of the Night's really, really good.
It's an amazing game. Is it, can you, do you have, a quick save or anything like that?
I do.
You should... Oh, I don't know how it works.
Oh, it kicks me out
okay.
when I quick save.
Okay, noted. All right.
That's the game's quick save though. It might be. It might have a.
Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe not though, because that didn't look like it was. Dinner of Flames, and it put me at the start of the level too.
At least you hadn't gone too terribly far. Okay.
Oh, weird, yeah.
It's not until level 2 you have to start being careful. Nothing on the touchpad.
Yeah, no, that's a good guess.
And must be nothing. You want to, on this level, I remember you want to save your axes, because the boss you can just kill with axes real good. Actually, in these old Castlevania games, your sub-powers were much more important than they are in any.
That's true. Yeah, in any of the open ones.
Yeah. They're kind of vital. Is this Nintendo Ask Tiny Observer? No, this one it's a TurboGrafx CD.
Yeah.
So
this was
same era as Super Nintendo.
Like we said, it only came out in Japan, first of all.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was also a reason it became kind of legendary. Because it was like so hard. It would have been so hard to play the original on the original system.
Yeah. Well, there was a whole conversion kit that people brought in. That was a card you had to put in to the TurboGrafx that would let it play Japanese games. And
wow,
this was a game that it was one of the ones that really drove the import scene for a while too.
Right, I can see that.
Because they were like, well, we're never getting this.
And to play it, they would have needed, I'm assuming, a TurboGrafx.
Yeah, and the Turbo CD
that lets them play Japanese games. But then, also the Super CD add-on.
Yeah.
That let them play CD games, because this game came out on the it was on disc.
Yeah, exactly. And eventually, you could buy the TurboGrafx with the CD attachment already added onto it.
Weird.
Like they were attached to each other, and it was a really nice looking piece of hardware. It's a cool thing.
That must have been right near the end of TurboGrafx.
It was, and it's very expensive. It's crazy pricing now. But that, and then you would just get because remember the TurboGrafx had the games that were on the credit card size thing.
Yeah.
So you get the credit card size thing that you play the Japanese games. You put that in, and then you could put the Japanese CD games into it.
Wow.
It was nuts. Those golems are some impressive
Pretty
enemies.
much just play this game. Were there any other games that were...
Street Fighter 2, supposedly the best version, is on the TurboGrafx.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Japanese only. I can't think of anything else. There's some Shin Megami Tensei had some stuff on it, but none of it got translated.
Collectors things,
so you'd really have to know Japanese. This game, who cares if you know what's happening?
Right.
It still plays really good, and it has great music, and it's it's got great music.
Yeah. This would be the one that everyone was doing it for, and they would just get other games along the way they wanted. Yeah.
Kill that flying thing.
Yeah, it's definitely...
It's a bastard. Oh, he's
a collector's item. Yeah, he's pretty intense.
When I did play it just up to where I unlocked Maria, I really liked it. What I played of it.
Right, and then as I mentioned,
yeah, you got nuked.
They remade it for the PSP.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, you played that a little bit, didn't you?
I own it, yeah. And so I did play it a bit. I wasn't crazy about it on there, but part of it was I like this aesthetic way more than the remake.
It's really ugly. Yeah.
They made it. First of all, it was 2.5D.
Yeah.
But it was like sort of crappy 3D graphics.
It's true.
I don't know. It got good reviews that version.
Oh, it did. People loved it, but it was because it also had Symphony of the Night in it.
Yeah, that's true.
But was it a 2.5D Symphony of the Night also?
I don't think so, but I think you had to play this game to unlock Symphony of the Night.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Jeez,
Play
this
this
guy's
game, unlock
destroying me.
the main event. Yeah, the boss fights are rough. And I think that once you unlock Maria, it gets easier because she, like, her attack, instead of a whip, she, like, throws birds at enemies.
Ah, right. More range.
Yeah. Tiny Observer's into the Dragon's Life Bar. Yeah, you don't really see purple life bars in games very much. That's pretty cool. It's the same, or is it just the life bar the same color as his skin?
Yeah, it's got like some sweet bone snakes climbing it.
You think this is a dragon or a wyvern?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can tell the difference really.
I don't know. Did you kill it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good job.
Just had to focus on using all my magic.
It's the axes. They're
My
so good.
axe throwing, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stage clear.
Yeah.
I don't know what I got. I got something cool.
Yeah. A big orb.
Yeah.
So you want to avoid damage as much as you can early
Shit.
in this level, but it's tough. This game's hard.
It was even by now though. It's already it was the 10th installment of the Castlevania
Holy shit.
series.
That's hilarious.
It's quite a storied franchise.
It's freaking bats.
It's crows.
Oh, it's a crow.
Crows. Scariest thing of all.
Can you diagonal whip?
No. I really wish you could. You can't whip up at all, as far as I can tell.
Can you, if you hold your whip button down, can you do the shaky whip?
No. It's gonna be the fall whip. It's the only real strategy to anything.
That's true. I mean, it's a great move. Fall whip won the war.
I'm not knocking the fall whip. Whoa.
Oh, this axe armor.
Oh, wow.
Oh, run away! Oh!
It's thrilling. Oh, he still got me.
He gotcha.
This is my last rest.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the continue system is like. That'll be an interesting thing to find out.
Yeah.
That axe armor was a sadistic guy.
Totally.
Is that bat not going to leave you alone? Or that crow not going to leave you?
No, he didn't. Just turn around and get him.
I also can't imagine how awful it would feel to whip a crow to death. Like,
I mean,
not
if you're
fun-
Richter, I guess it explodes into fire. So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. But not a good feeling. Could you just jump this guy and run past him?
Oh, I just have to whip up and down. Oh.
Oh, you got to
Once
stay
one
ahead
gets
of
past,
taxes?
once one gets past, though, you're just screwed.
Right. But you got him.
I got it. All right, I'm in the castle.
Yeah.
Bania. Ah, zombies.
Watch out, zombies. Tiny
Awesome.
Observer doesn't
Yeah,
want
this
us to whip
music's really
crows.
good.
It's yeah. It's like the best version of the Castlevania song, kind of.
Yeah. Yours is don't whip crows.
Crows.
That's your advice for today, everyone.
It's life advice.
Don't whip crows.
Man, there's so many zombies too.
What the hell? It's an eyeball. Ah, floating eyeball. Oh, I got it.
I hate those things. Although they always give you a great power if you get them in the later Castlevanias.
Oh, yeah.
They show you the hidden walls.
Right. That's true. Oh, oh. Oh no.
No. Phew.
Oh, I don't want that. I'll take that. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that's close.
The thing that's important in the next area, like not on this screen, but on the next screen, is get all the candles. Because you have to run. You're going to be running away from the you can get that.
Oh,
that just kills everything.
Switch out of my.
So you're going to be running away from a beast here, and there's going to be a candle that's pretty up high. You have to make sure you get that candle and the key inside of it. That's your main concern. Not that one. It's a higher candle.
Here comes the beast.
Run away, Richter.
No. Got it.
That candle? You got the key?
Yeah.
Good. Now you just have to get to the end. Oh. Go, Richter.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have to find some stairs that go.
Oh no! Oh!
Oh no!
Totally got it. That's my game over.
The beast got you. What happens now?
I don't know. Continue.
Where are we gonna start?
Go back to the
Oh
start.
man.
God,
You did so
grant
good,
me
too.
strength.
Was that a kill either way if he touched you, you think? It didn't matter how much health you had?
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. But I also don't seem to have any rests now. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't have a counter. Usually it said 0.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know what to tell. Yeah, that's new information.
Yeah, you'd really think there would be a save state system.
It should have one. It would be nice. If you tried clicking the sticks, what happens then?
Damn it.
Stop.
Oh, I hate this guy. Destroyed me. Clicking in the sticks? No, nothing.
Yeah. How about shaking the controller? It'd be great if there were menus that you got to that way. What about yelling into the control?
Exactly.
That'd be amazing. No, I said not. Wrong menu.
Oh man. Now I'm just getting destroyed by crows. Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, because it just restarted me there. So am I just gonna restart every time now? If I die?
I guess so.
Wow, I didn't even make it to that guy.
But that's probably good because it said don't die after getting the key. So it's good that you got a game over at least.
Oh, there we go. It showed me my. Oh shit. So I should just die. I should just lose all my rests now.
Oh.
Probably.
Well, not necessarily because you do have to do this in one shot. Like once you get the key, if you die after that, you're not going to be able to get Maria unless you get a game over.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just can't beat crows anymore.
You're rushing yourself. I don't know. Before you were doing the jumping whip technique and it was working pretty damn good.
Yeah. No,
Can you just jump over this axe
I
armor?
was just kind of on a roll. I'm gonna. Oh no, I'll still try. I'll still try this run. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
crows.
You got it. You got this.
Today.
It's hard. Like this is definitely harder than current Castlevanias.
Yeah.
Tiny Observer says, "Okay, we can whip crows." Oh, maybe it's because she said don't whip crows before that you lost your ability.
That was it.
You have permission once again.
Morally objectionable.
Yeah, you felt bad about it.
Exactly. Lost my passion for it. But now she says it's okay, so back on, crows.
Never been more passionate about whipping crows. That was such a good fight up until that moment.
Alright, I'm back in. Back in the castle.
I think for the most part, this room, as long as you just keep running, you can just kill the zombies that are in front of you. 'Cause there's not much going on in here, is there?
Yeah, except for those flying eyeball guys.
Those eyeball guys.
Yeah.
They only come near windows. Yeah. Well, there's windows everywhere. Never mind. Just got to remember on that part with the beast to do a right jump, then a left jump, then a right jump.
Yeah, I do.
That was an evil trick. Like, because it looked so close.
And it looked like I was done, too.
Yeah.
Blasted
totally.
through the wall. Oh,
Yeah.
oh no!
Oh no!
I probably won't. Oh wait, that's my game over one. All right.
Oh man,
Got it this time.
you got it this time. At least you got cool jazzy music to listen to while you do it.
Yeah, it's awesome music. It kind of feels like it's Castlevania meets Rocky.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Pumps you up.
Tiny Observer asks, how difficult is this game? Looks like they'd have trouble with it. It's hard.
It's hard. Symphony of the Night's not as bad. The one we were talking
Symphony of the
about
Night-
before.
The nice thing about it is, if you're having a hard time, you can just grind to get stronger and get through anything in that game.
Yeah. This one's just playing it over and over again until you are good enough at it.
Yeah. Memorize the levels, memorize the boss patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Symphony of the Night's not not as bad for that.
Symphony of the Night is pretty easy because usually about halfway through you become super overpowered and
Oh god.
kind of cream bosses. It's one of the best games ever for that.
Got me.
Oh man,
This game's hard though.
this game's pretty difficult. I don't think I've ever beat a classic Castlevania game.
No, me neither. I don't think so.
Yep. That's what we should do sometime for both beating into submission.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be doable.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that'd be great.
And there's no shortage of Castlevania games to play.
Yeah, these crows.
Crows and that axe armor. There's multiple issues going on here.
Yeah, this axe armor is really tough.
He's a real son of a bitch.
He just
Oh, yeah,
keeps
these
moving
daggers.
just out of range. Oh,
Could you just-
he's gonna kill me.
Could you get the daggers and just dagger the shit out of him from a distance?
I don't know. Well, I feel like they won't do much because of his shield.
Maybe. But they might pierce.
Yeah, just, not
You're being too much of an honorable fighter. You need to become the Rambo of the Castlevania world.
Yeah, he's got. And Richter kind of looks like Rambo too.
Yeah, he's got the bandana.
Okay. No, they don't. I don't think they're gonna hurt him.
They don't hurt him. Ah! And you can only take like 5 hits.
Oh, and I can't. You can't even like duck them on the way back.
Oh man.
Yeah, Tiny Observer hates him as well. Okay, I'm just gonna die
guy
though. I'm gonna die here
Oh, you're just gonna.
because
is there
otherwise,
no-
if I die and make it past them,
you have
I
to
can at least start back at the castle. Yeah,
That's
sounds
fair.
Die quickly here. Yeah, this is two hard games today.
Yeah, I would say as far as fighting games go, Shaq Fu is actually fairly easy for you.
Yeah, maybe.
Usually we're bad at fighting games.
Yeah,
You beat an Egyptian god.
I did.
Yeah.
In theory, it should have been harder. But I was playing as Shaq.
Oh, right. It's hard to lose.
Yeah. Oh, you crow.
Damn you, crow.
Ah. Just crow. Oh my god.
They're
There's
unstoppable.
such a narrow area that you have to hit.
Alex thinks that it's a very spooky background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he talking about the crypt that the screen is in front of, or the spooky forest? There's so many spooky things
That's the
going
spooky
on.
background. And
You're-
lightning. It's lightning going on.
Yeah. You're in a spooky forest, in a spooky crypt. I don't know what's spookier than that. Tiny Observer says we need a hard kick from Shaq.
Ooh, I got a time stop
huh?
power.
Oh.
I think the power of a Shaq Nard kick. That could
Yeah.
beat Dracula in 2 seconds.
That's the thing. That would be kind of cheating, though. Everyone knows Draculas are weak to Nard kicks.
Oh, he got me one final time,
But you made it through.
Oh,
Oh my god.
these like candles just feel like traps.
You don't need to get, because none of them seem worth it until the one with the key in it. So I wouldn't
You
even,
get money and hearts though.
You do, the hearts are helpful, but the money is useful for nothing.
But I get stuff.
You're going to be playing as a whole different character if you can get to Maria.
God.
The eyeball.
I got a trophy. Whip it good.
Ah, cool. You whipped something real good. What did you do? Were you listening to Devo while you're playing?
That was what it's for, yeah.
Oh, I wish trophies worked like that.
It would be amazing. They just, like detect what you were listening to in the
Yeah.
background.
Play the
noises.
game while listening to this for this kind of experience.
That would be amazing.
This game might be better if it had a soundtrack by Devo.
Probably.
Yeah,
Spookier.
definitely. I don't remember where the key is anymore. It's in like the third candle. Or it's this one.
Got it.
Might have been that one. Oh, you got it. Perfect. That means no holy water.
That always feels like it's gonna kill me.
Hey, considering how slow this beast is, it's a stressful chase.
It is.
There's pits of death.
Zombies.
Alright. You can do it.
Oh, wow. His head.
All right.
He just rammed his head off. Oh.
That's how you die. Oh no!
No, bats.
You want to go down the stairs here, but on the wall on the right is if you break the wall on the right-hand side, you can get meat out of it. Is that a bat? Oh no, that's...
Oh, wow. I lose my key.
Oh yeah, you have to keep that key.
That's brutal.
Now go down. Keep going down.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you just have to go all the way right and not die here.
How do I get under here?
Oh, you must just go over?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's it.
Unless you have... Maybe you can slide, but... The
which
door.
way?
Oh, the door on the right.
It's not. What?
You have to use your key like you would use a weapon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Crazy. Oh, it's Maria.
It's Maria. Just kill that wizard.
Get out of here, wizard.
Catch your beautiful maiden. Tiny Observer says, "Ew, what are those things?" He thinks she's talking about the mermaids
Yeah.
or mermen. They're mermen. That's what they call them. I love this cutscene. It's so weird.
She's so tiny.
Yeah. She's just a tiny baby.
Mister?
A good guy?
I am Richter Belmont,
Oh man,
vampire hunter. And you are?
Amazing voice acting.
it's
I
so
am
good.
Richter Belmont.
My name's Maria Renard. I heard all
Oh
about
man,
you from
yeah,
the
she's
net.
there. Now you've played up to where I played in this game when I stopped.
But I got caught. My family are vampire hunters too, so I guess that means we should be
Oh.
friends now.
Sure.
Creepy hand.
But Maria, you're too young for this. You just let the big hunter here take care of that
You
bad
are the
man,
big hunter
okay?
here.
Maria would be a cool Animal Crossing character.
Oh, you don't know anything. I can handle this just fine.
Cool. What, sorry?
I mean, not Animal Crossing, Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wasn't sure.
she'd also be a cool Animal Crossing
Oh,
character.
so wait, what happened?
No, no, she joined you. I can't remember how do you change? Can you push like? Let me see how to change characters. I don't remember.
Shit. So I wonder what the story is with that voice acting.
Yeah.
Like, how new is that?
Oh, you can get to the menu and press change characters, I guess.
What?
You push start.
Start just brings up resume, quick save, or
Oh,
title.
oh, that's where I thought it would be. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Oh.
no. Whoa. Cool. That's cool.
Oh, you have to finish the level. That's all. And
Oh,
then you
shit.
can.
Oh, I see what just happened.
And if you can't
Oh
decide
no!
if
Did I
it's
just?
expensive or
Oh
creepy.
shoot! I have
What
to go all
happened?
the way back around.
Oh, really?
I think so.
That's rough.
This is my
You
last
got-
life.
No, you're out of rest.
Because I don't think I can jump on this thing that this guy's on.
Oh yeah, I doubt it.
So, and I can't make that jump otherwise.
Oh, these mermen.
There we go. That was good.
Flawless.
Haven't
I wish
been
there
hit.
was a quick save or like
Yeah, save
slot.
state.
Oh,
Oh, you got me.
that jerk.
I've been hit once. Twice.
3 times a
A
Richter.
vampire hunter.
Oh, and I love you.
You, Dracula.
Wow, that song was always about Dracula, and I
Always
never
about
guessed.
Dracula. It's always been about Dracula. It sounds bossy.
Oh, who's it gonna be?
This is great music.
It's gonna be a banshee, or a werewolf, or Frankenstein.
No. Uh-oh. He's a shadowy guy.
Oh, it's the Mothman.
He's a wolf dude. He's wolf howling.
Oh, is he wolfing out?
It's the wolf man.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah, it's just a normal enemy.
I mean, from later Castlevanias.
Yeah. I bet you by the end of this one he'll be.
That's true too. Wolf. I think this wolf's name is Steppenwolf. I bet it is. Tiny Observer said it was a cool intro to this guy. Yeah, he's
No! So close. How far do I have to
Game's
go back?
hard.
I'm gonna have to go back all the way to the.
I think you're gonna have to go all the way
Oh
back.
shit! I gotta change characters there though.
Oh shit. Okay, so then just get a game over here.
Yeah, that's a lot of deaths that I have to do, but
Not if you don't continue.
the crows will make it fast.
Oh yeah, that's true. Killed by crows.
Time Zero said, "Yeah, it's a cool introduction to the wolf guy. That was very
Totally.
cool. Very stylish."
Was he just at the wolf? Did he go to the moon and go, I'm a wolf?
Yeah, it's super stylish. Yeah, no, I don't. There is no continue option.
Huh.
I have to die 3 times.
Right. Then you can continue. You'll be able to do it, I believe. This is your last life. And we can play as a little, or is your second last life?
Yeah, I think it goes down to 0.
I see.
Yeah, one more.
Oh man, I'm so good at dying to these crows and skeletons.
You know it. I was already pretty good.
Yeah, now you're doing it at like a college level.
All right, now something more interesting might happen.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, like I'm a little girl. Oh Lord, please give me strength. I can throw birds. I like that sounds. It's just like blink. I just get like thrown away.
What
Oh,
is your up?
double
what is your,
jump
like,
too?
Up attack.
Oh, double birds.
Cool. Sounds like you're flipping the birds.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like some Shaquille O'Neal levels of witticisms.
Oh man, I think this game was written by the same person. Got to give that bird the double birds.
I got that bird.
Are you so short that the axe is just gonna throw the top
Wow,
axle?
I'm short enough that bird didn't even notice me.
Holy crap!
I'm short enough that I can duck.
Just fully duck.
the top axe. That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, she's better for sure.
Yeah, she's a lot quicker feeling in general.
Tiny Observer says she's actually kind of cute. Yeah, she's a ray of cuteness in this world of horror.
Yeah, we all love Maria.
And she can run and attack. That's amazing.
Oh, that's probably the biggest difference.
I
Except
really
her
like-
attack is crazy short range if she runs while doing it.
Yeah, but I can just yeah.
But just not having to stop to
I
kill
don't have
these
to
guys.
worry, yeah.
You don't even have to worry about that eye.
No, he's too slow.
He's trying. Like, wait!
Aha!
Doors!
Doors
My
always
greatest
burn out
enemy.
floating eyes.
Do you think that this little girl can kill a wolf man?
Oh, I don't know about that.
You don't even have to worry about the key this
But
time.
I'll have a bunch more tries. Oh, yeah. I got it anyway.
Sweet. No more double birds. Who are you going to rescue from behind that door?
Huh. Should I try?
I mean, you have to go that way anyway. Although maybe not with a double jump.
Oh. Oh, yeah, with double jump, I can totally just...
But don't forget the wall chicken.
Oh,
here.
I died. Shit.
Oh, little girl.
So much you have to do again. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Never mind. It's after the bull.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Now the bull doesn't even show up.
That's the perfect place to die, then.
Especially because, it would matter if you were trying to unlock Maria.
Oh, yeah, right.
Can't make it?
I think I can from up here. Yeah. Oh, except stupid eyeball.
Michael has the PSP version. If he's right, this game was a remake or remaster for the PSP. Yeah, it was a remake. They did
Yeah,
the
it was
2.5D bullshit.
Full on remake. Yeah, I was kind of saying I couldn't really get into it, but maybe. But people seem to love it. It got great reviews. but I just could not get into it. But then, like you said, you couldn't really get into this game either. This version.
It's just hard. It's just so hard, and I'm so bad at classic Castlevania.
That might just be it. Yeah, it's super hard. Because although I vaguely remember on the PSP, like falling down in an area and feeling like I
missed a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like just got on a different track, and there were supposed to be lots of different endings, isn't there?
I think so, but then it's also, I think it's easy to go back and get all those endings. Like it's easy to just go to levels you miss, because there's just a good stage select in the game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if I just kept playing,
you'd eventually be able to just see it all, no problem.
Yeah, I would have left. Wow.
Yeah.
I just have a turtle. Oh.
Do you still have your PSP?
No, I don't.
Too bad.
Yeah.
That was such a weird system.
Oh, that's one of her powers. Weird.
Are her powers always different? Is it a different animal each time?
No, I got it from a candle. So she just has like a different suite.
She's the Pokemon master. It'd be cool if they made a Pokemon platformer that played like this.
That'd be awesome.
You were like,
I
yeah.
do that.
That'd be great. I mean, there's a lot of cool things they could do with Pokemon.
Yeah, I destroyed him. Whoa. Whoa. He turned into man form and then died.
Oh. You should have been like, but I love you.
Richter.
What'd you get from him this time? Same thing as the other boss?
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
Alex says you killed a man.
I killed a man.
You can't ever undo that. She's
He
gonna have to go to
looked a
bed tonight
lot
and
like
be
a
like,
wolf. So I'm gonna just
have you never seen cosplay before? Come
go
on.
with that.
He was just really
As
into the
my
wolf
defense.
man. He was a big Benicio fan.
I can live with that.
Killing a Benicio fan.
Oh. These guys suck.
Aren't they a boss in Symphony of the Night?
Jeez.
No.
No, I think they're a regular enemy.
Similar to.
in Symphony of the Night.
Oh, the spear guy, right?
Oh, the Wolfman guys, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. No, I was thinking, just on the screen, it looked like the spear guys were the same as the, that first boss in Symphony of the Night where you fight the two guys together?
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of the spear guy there.
Oh, right.
Slogra, or whatever his name is.
Oh, she has a great slide, too. Ah!
Oh, that's great. She seems a lot better than Richter.
Oh, you got it. I was just learning how to fight those guys.
Oh, man.
So I
hope
wonder, though, if I get a game over, I probably start from here, though.
Probably, yeah. This game definitely seems beatable, especially with this character.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and like I said, I just like this aesthetic more than
Totally.
the PSP version.
I mean, this aesthetic it's Symphony of the Night.
Oh, shit, I just screwed up that health there.
Oh, well.
Yeah, basically. It's like but it's like a
Slightly
little
less
bit
polished.
older version, yeah.
Yeah.
Symphony of the Night. Incredible music.
Totally. Man, having a double jump is so helpful.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes you feel 10 times more mobile.
Stuff like that.
Definitely. And I think there's other characters, aren't there?
I'm assuming there would be. It'd be weird if it was just Richter and Maria.
Well, I'm gonna find out. But you'd think we'd at least be somewhat familiar.
I would think the way that I unlocked Maria suggests that there'd be more.
Totally.
Wow, it's like Tarzan skeletons.
Nope, there's only two.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's weird that it just doesn't let them start with the two of them.
Totally. You got to rescue her first to
Yeah,
build an
in the
emotional
beginning,
bond.
but it's also optional. You might not even ever play as her.
Yep.
That's so bizarre.
Really
Especially
is.
because she's better, so it would seem like
She would be the easy mode or something.
exactly.
Yeah. She's like way better. Like it's a totally different game when you're playing as her.
It's true. You're harder to hit, first of all. And then,
Yeah, I think
the
you can
birds are
take
better.
less damage is the issue.
Ah,
Like they hit you harder, but you're so much more mobile.
yeah, you just have such a better chance of hitting stuff with these birds than the whip.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
You can do stuff like that where, oh shit.
Do I know the approximate runtime on this? Like normally not a speed run. I do not, but I don't think it's very long.
That's such a weird game over. Oh, it's for her, right? Weird. She's got like a children's game over screen.
Crazy.
There's a
How long to
site,
beat says
yeah.
the main story is 3.5 hours to beat.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Not
not
too
that.
long.
No, not terribly long. But that
Um,
probably assumes like at least another half hour of just like dying and being frustrated on things.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a site, Tiny Observer, called howlongtobeat.com.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. It just people log in how long it took them to beat stuff, and
It's handy as
it
hell.
gives you
Yeah.
lots of different times that, like, for people who got everything and people who were like going through casually, and
Yeah.
it's really good. I don't know how much further I'm gonna get here.
No, it's fair. I wonder if you can reach the
These
last
guys
of
are
the
so you
boss
have to be
area.
so kind of careful with them.
Oh, you gotta edge up to them.
Wow, you can just infinitely slide too.
Are you
Whoa,
invincible?
I don't
when
know how you
slide
do
down?
that, but it's awesome.
Do what?
Like, she can do like cartwheels.
Oh, she can like roll up a wall.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think she rolls off walls. I don't know what. I don't think it's any different than the slide, really.
Huh.
I don't even know
No,
how
you're
I'm
not
doing it, to be honest.
You're not invincible when you slide. It would be, the game would be broken if you were invincible when you slid.
Let me just see. What do we got here? So there's that slide, but then there's also like, if you it's down like
There.
diagonal and
Weird.
slide.
Is it different?
I don't know.
Like- It's no faster or slower. Or
I guess it's more of like a single dodge you could do. Like, it's
now,
a
what's
bit-
a more messed up feeling to you? Whipping a crow to death, or throwing a whole bunch of birds in a man's face until he dies? Those are both
I'd feel more
visceral
wrong about
feelings.
whipping the crow.
Right.
It'd be more fun to throw a crow.
Because you're
I mean,
attached. You're attached.
I'm assuming if
to it.
I'm throwing crows, like I have some control over these crows. That's pretty cool.
I think they're doves, and she just has like a weird magical magician's coat.
Probably.
Yeah. She could also pull out like an infinite Kleenex.
Yeah, that's it. That's gaming history for another week. Hilarious
One of-
and spooky.
One of those games was better than the other.
Yeah, thanks for voting, though, everybody. Thanks for the comments, Tiny Observer and Alex KC and Lackalith and McKinley.
Mm-hmm. All of you.
All of you. Thanks for coming by. It's the end of another show. We'll be back on Friday playing some Jackbox.
For Halloween. Some
Slightly
spooky
spookier Jackbox. Yeah.
Oh man, I might draw a pumpkin during it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then back on Monday with Resident Evil, and then back on Wednesday with more gaming history. There's going to be a new gaming history board up tomorrow you can vote on as usual, and we'll do this all over again.
Yeah, man.
Alex says Spookbox.
Spookbox. Oh man, or is it Jack Spooks?
Always nice to hang out with you guys. Hopefully we'll see you next time for more fun quarantine jam party times.
Delicious
Tasty.
pizza.